I can't even look at the scanner. I know I'm wrong, but I just gotta get it back. Just one more trade.
Yeah. 6 a.m. the screens got that pale blue light. Got a whole damn watch list, but it don't feel right. Cause my eyes are glued, man, I'm locked in tight to the one damn name that ruined my last night. Swore I was done, swore I'd walk away, but I saw that pre-market dip, thought this is the play. I went all in and it bled all day. Now I'm stuck here staring, turning cold and gray. This ain't a trade, it's a toxic romance. I hate this ticker, but I'll give it one more chance. Short in the sunlight, long in the night, doing everything backwards, stuck in this fight. I'm just spiraling, yeah, I'm spiraling. This one damn ticker got my head unraveling. Tryna fight a trend, but the trend is traveling. Up without me, down with me, yeah, I'm spiraling. My P&L is bleeding, my whole world is caving in. Missing all the runners that my skin is saving. But I'm stuck right here on this hell I'm paving. Just spiraling, yeah, I'm spiraling. My other monitors flashing, they plus setups, calling that other tickers breaking out a straight up hauling. My phone is blowing up, my trading group is brawling. You seeing this move? Nah, man, I'm busy falling back in love with the pain, I guess. Adding to a loser, man, I'm such a mess. This ain't risk management, it's just a game of chess, where I'm the only pawn, filled with stress. I see the right move, but my hands won't click. This ticker's like a drug, man, it's making me sick. I just wanna break even, need that one last trick, but the hole just gets deeper, brick by brick. I'm just spiraling, yeah, I'm spiraling. This one damn ticker got my head unraveling. Tryna fight the trend, but the trend is traveling. Up without me, down with me, yeah, I'm spiraling. My P&L is bleeding, my whole world is caving in. Missing all the runners that my scan is saving. But I'm stuck right here on this hell I'm paving. Just spiraling, yeah, I'm spiraling. Is this addiction, or is it just pride? Can't admit I'm wrong, with nowhere left to hide. Got this tunnel vision, everything else died. It's just me and this chart, side by side. I hate the stock, but I can't let it go. It's a sick obsession, watching my account blow. This was never the plan, man, I used to know how to cut the loss, how to let it go. I'm just spiraling, yeah, I'm spiraling. This one damn ticker got my head unraveling. Tryna fight the trend, but the trend is traveling. Up without me, down with me, yeah, I'm spiraling. My P&L is bleeding, my whole world is caving in. Missing all the runners that my scan is saving. But I'm stuck right here on this hell I'm paving. Just spiraling, yeah, I'm spiraling. Down, down, down. Miss everything for what? For this one damn name. Same time tomorrow, I guess. Damn.
Yeah, I remember that ticker about a week ago, lit up every screen. Man, what a show. Headlines were buzzing, volume through the roof. Everybody screaming out that bulletproof proof. They were chasing green candles, thought it'd never been, swearing this was it, that I would never end. But I've seen this movie, I read this page before, and I was just waiting for them to find the door. Now the crickets are chirping on the forums and threads. All the to the moon boys, they just went to bed. The news anchors moved on, found a shinier car, and now it's just a number, wondering where the buyers are. Support lines are cracking, but nobody hears the sound, cause they're all busy chasing the new talk of the town. They left this one behind like an old summer trend. But that's where my story, my friend, begins. Cause it's a sleepy fade, ain't no fireworks now, just a slow motion river rolling south. All the buyers are ghosts, the volume's drying up. Sipping on my coffee, filling up my cup. I ain't fighting the trend, I'm just riding the slide, letting that red position quietly ride. It's just a slow bleed, easy as a shade, making my day on this sleepy fade. It's not about the panic, it's not about the crash, it's not that sudden. 100-yard dash, just a slow unwind. The return to me, the prettiest red chart I've ever seen. Every little rally gets sold right back down, like the air's letting out of a carnival clown. No drama here, just a simple truth. The party's over and I'm checking out the proof. Yeah, it's a sleepy fade, ain't no fireworks now, just a slow motion river rolling south. All the buyers are ghosts, the volume's drying up. Sipping on my coffee, filling up my cup. I ain't fighting the trend, I'm just sliding the slide, letting that red position quietly ride. Yeah, it's just a slow bleed, easy as a shade, making my day on this sleepy fade. Some folks need the action, the volatility. They wanna get rich by 2:45. They like the battle, the push and the pull, but I just wait till the room ain't full. I wait for the quiet, I wait for the still, when that rock is just a rock rolling back down the hill. Cause it's a sleepy fade, ain't no fireworks now, just a slow motion river rolling south. All the buyers are ghosts, the volume's drying up. Sipping on my coffee, filling up my cup. I ain't fighting the trend, I'm just sliding the slide, letting that red position quietly ride. Yeah, it's just a slow bleed, easy as a shade, making my day on this sleepy fade. This sleepy fade, just writing it down, volume's all gone, back to normal, just a sleepy fade.
Paper cuts, all I take is paper cuts. If you ain't cutting losses, you ain't fucking trade with us. Paper cuts, all I take is paper cuts. If you ain't cutting losses, you ain't fucking trade with us. Paper cuts, yeah, paper cuts, yeah, paper cuts, yeah. All I take is paper cuts, yeah, paper cuts, yeah, paper cuts, yeah, paper cuts, yeah. All I take is paper cuts, yeah, paper cuts. Gotta check the chart, boy. Watching all these small caps, watching all these chart, boy. Now I take a cut, boy. Now I take a cut, boy. I be selling quick, yeah, stunning on these holder, boy. RSK, got a many wrist, man. Trade another day, man. Trade another day, yeah. Paper cuts, all I take is paper cuts. If you ain't cutting loss and you ain't fucking trade with us. Paper cuts, all I take is paper cuts. If you ain't cutting loss and you ain't fucking trade with us. Used to take the big hit, now I keep it tiny, boy. Read about the blow-ups, that's a different trader, boy. Discipline is all I got, I never trust a FOMO, boy. Used to bag whole stocks, now I'm just a scaler, boy. Yeah, float is low, G, watching for the spike, man. Keep the stop loss ready, all my levels set, yeah. Ain't no second guess, yeah. You ain't talking risk, yeah. You ain't in the session, yeah. Get a mess, yeah. Cuts on cuts, yeah. Gotta keep it tight, Front of red, now I'm in the light. They were holding back, now they see the height, yeah. All I see is charts, all day, all night, yeah. All day, all night. All about that P&L cuts, paper cuts. All I take is paper cuts. If you ain't cutting loss and you ain't fucking trade with us. Paper cuts, all I take is paper cuts. If you ain't cutting loss and you ain't fucking trade with us. Paper cuts, yeah, paper cuts, yeah, paper cuts, yeah. All I take is paper cuts. Boy, just imagine the risk, saving all the paper, boy. Yeah.
Man, just
right, traders, welcome to another Friday night live stream. I'm very excited to jump into tonight. This week has been nothing short of volatility. And as traders, what do? We look for volatility, we manage risk. Well, if you didn't manage risk this week, you got in big, big trouble. In fact, we saw a lot of people, it was like a feast or famine kind of market. I was seeing across social media people making the biggest gains I've ever made and losing the most they've ever lost. In fact, losing more and owing their broker money. How is that even possible, you may ask? Well, if a ticker does like TCGL did, and that is it halts at 50 and opens up at 100, this is a nightmare story. 10,000 shares. Let's say 10,000 shares, and at 50 opens at 100. The math on that, you're down $500,000 just like that. Just like that. So we got a lot to discuss. It's been a while since we did a Friday night live stream. We got your favorite traders in the wings. I'm excited to bring them on. We got so much to talk about today. Welcome, Byron, Baron, and the one and only Fades to the chat. How you guys doing?
What up?
What's up?
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, what are you guys drinking?
This is great.
Classy Coors Light.
Classic Coors Light.
Can't go wrong with that.
I am definitely a man of my age. You're drinking Coors Light. I am drinking
You already know it.
Noble Oak.
Oh, I
Noble
saw that.
Oak.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a double oak bourbon, but I'm also drinking Grape Fuzz Ale. It is a grape drink.
Okay.
That's alcoholic. A little bit of a chaser here.
Okay.
That's more of what I got going on. Hazy beer hug. Bogo
Oh, yeah.
right? That's good enough for me.
Hang on, hazy bear hug or hazy bull hug?
Hazy
Beer.
bear blow up.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the hazy stuff.
Oh man, so I was seeing today especially with silver, right? We saw the nearly 40% pullback on the day. But what's interesting, guys, you may find this comical. If you zoom out a little bit, silver is actually up on the month. So
Yeah.
this is time frame. Like, what time frame are you trading? Because everyone knows. Look, I saw this post. It was absolutely hilarious. It was someone shared a screenshot and they were like, "This is the telltale sign." It was a screenshot, and all they did was type in the Google search results. They typed in is. And guess what popped up thereafter for like the for what was going to populate? It said is silver is it a good time to buy silver right now? And so that's a telltale sign. You guys know, as traders, when this is circulating the news and you got grandma asking you if she should buy silver, that's probably a sign this is a good short. So this is the topic we're going to first address, because Byron was talking to me a lot today, traders, about a short in the back. He was working a short, and he's got some data to share with us today on the short he was working. And then, of course, Baron was working a short too on silver today. So what a move, down 40%. Again, it's like euphoria ends in tears, but it's a matter of time frame. So Mr. Byron, what happened with you today? You want to share this news?
Yeah, well, it wasn't even today. It was last night. So futures, the clock starts at 6 p.m. the night before is when the day starts for futures. And the way I trade, like, let me look, my average trade time is, my average win time is 4 minutes. So I tend to scalp. I'm not holding things for very long, but so what happened was for those who were aware, a couple days ago, I had a huge day. I did a 10K day, trading silver. And then the way that Top Step works is to get in a funded account, to get a payout, you need 5 days of over $150. That's all you need. That's the only restriction. So I had 1 day of 10K, and they have a max pay, or like a max payout cap on at 50% of your profits with a cap at 5,000. So at 10,000, you're basically capped. Anything more than that, you can't. You're not making more for your payout. You can't take more than 5,000. So 10,000 is basically the cap. So like I hit 10,000 in 1 day. All I need to take the max payout on this account is 4 more $150 days. So what I did was I set up, there's the ability in the Project X platform to set a risk setting where you can set it to hit a profit target, and when it hits that profit target, it'll liquidate your trade and lock you out for the rest of the day, so you can't over trade and give it back. Just super nice.
Oh boy, slippage in.
What happened is that I was in a trade and it hit my profit target of $165, slightly over the 150 to give myself wiggle room in case there's slippage. But when it hit that, the slippage, because there's so much volatility, it took me out at 110. So I got $110 of profit, not 150. So it doesn't count towards my day, like the daily amount that I need. And my average entry on this short was $117 an ounce on silver last night.
Oh,
and then I'm locked out because I got $110 and I had a short entry at $117, and today it hit $70. And I'm locked out. I can't trade this entire drop down because I was locked out with.
All right. So
you only had one account. Oh, you got to have another account to go to.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
I need to. Right now, I only have the one. I'm just sitting there watching all day as this drops 40% in one day, and I'm locked out, sitting on my.
Well, honestly, it's good. Honestly, it's really good discipline to not just open up another account and jump in.
That's true, though. That's a whole other coin, another side of the
just
coin.
Just to watch, just another side of the silver coin.
That's another side of the silver coin to look at.
Definitely sounded like you I'm just watching this all day today. I'm like, it was hard to get work done because I'm just watching this fall lower and lower and
it's
lower.
It's the worst. I told you, it's like I would rather take a max loss than that. You know, it's I cannot stand.
I don't know about that.
But no, you're right. But the pain, I guess, the emotional pain. If you top tick something and I know Baron, we just had that conversation with a ticker a few weeks ago. I don't remember the name of it. We've seen some of the irrational movers, but it's like once I think it was the one, maybe your daughter pressed the button for you, right?
Oh,
and then
yeah.
And then it was like, I got liquidated right at the top just to see this thing fade the entire day. So I know
my account was blown and then it faded to nothing.
If you share my screen real quick, I'll just show this chart so you can see my entry on this where these yellow I took one, I added another, and then I was taken out way up here, and then it drops all the way down to 74. I think it was even lower than that. It was a 15-minute chart. I'm here,
and it's so leveraged. Futures are so leveraged. Like the amount of money, if you would have somehow held that and
I was talking to Kevin. There's no way I'm holding through all of that. Obviously,
it was an overnight move, though. You said you did hold overnight. Did it start overnight?
Yeah, it started last night. So it started last night at So I got pulled out of the position. I entered and was out. Let me look at the 1 minute chart. Because I'm pretty sure I was out
That's why
3 minutes after the 6 p.m. open or something like that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, so I entered a little below 117, right here, 3 minutes after open, and then 4 minutes after open, I added one, and then I was taken out 5 minutes after the 6 p.m. open, and then it started. The downtrend started about an hour, later.
Fake breakout into Asia session, and it just gave it up.
It hit, or there was this was actually. Do you see all this?
We're not going to talk about all that.
This is how I made $10,000. So all this bubble right here is $10,000. So just keep that in mind when you see that chaos. But yeah, it hit 120 twice, and then it dropped quite a bit yesterday towards the end of the day, but rallied back up, and then just topped out at 118 and dumped ever since. We ended up closing today about 85. But
Wow.
if you you look at the daily chart, it's wild. Let me remove.
All right, so I don't want to just focus on on that trade today,
Yeah.
with the top tick, because you were trading small caps, and I really want to. I'm very interested to hear, Byron, your story, and then Baron, where you're at today too. But Byron, you transitioned from like small cap equities into the futures, and you've been absolutely killing it. Like you said, you had a $10,000 day. What has happened?
Yeah, I never thought I would see a $10,000 day trading, and it's happened twice in the last 2 weeks now, which is wild.
How's the payout, by the way, work for that? Because have you gotten the payout?
Yeah, I've gotten in the last since I started futures beginning in December. Since the beginning of December, I'm now like a couple like tiny days away from taking my fourth payout. I've been taking payout about every 2 weeks. This will be about $16,000 I've taken out in payouts since the beginning of December.
Wow,
Nice.
that's awesome.
And I've gotten paid, so I've taken out 11 at this point, and gotten
Just one account too. Just working that one account at Top Step.
It's been a couple accounts. The first one I got 2 payouts from, and then ended up blowing that, but then got another one funded. So it's been a couple accounts.
And you've been mainly like your approach is scalping, right? I mean, you scalp, and that's so. Tell us a little bit about dive deep into the scalps. Like, what are you looking for? What's the criteria for you?
So I'm watching a lot, but really what I'm doing is just I'm just waiting for moves and scout like off of the main thing I'm watching is typically on the 1 minute time frame, which is not super recommended, but what I'm doing is taking moves away from the 9 EMA and just like if it's a move up, I'm selling back down to the 9 EMA. It's usually like I think I said it's like 3-4 minute trades tops. Oftentimes a lot shorter than that. I'm usually taking on silver. I'm usually only taking like 20 cent moves.
Can you scale out with futures, or you just have to?
Yeah. So there's max position sizes, but I'm usually only trading one contract, especially on silver. Like silver.
Are you doing a micro? Are you doing a mini?
No, not on silver. No, silver. I was telling Kevin before that, like,
so you just take one. You're not scaling at all. You're just in one, out one.
Well, on silver, typically yes, because silver is a little different. So silver is you're used to like the NQ, right? So NQ.
Yeah, that's all I've really traded.
Yeah, so one mini 1 point is like $25, right? Or $20, and then one micro, 1 point is $2. But on silver, a mini, 1 point is $5,000, and 1 point on a micro is $1,000. So
man, that's
it's a lot more leverage. So I'm only doing one micro contract. That one trade I did have 2. I ended up getting 2, but typically it's I think if I'm looking at my trades from that $10,000 day, there was only I took 50 trades that day. And if you want to show my chart or like my screen again, this is my chart from that day. Basically only up with a couple pullbacks, but all my sizing, I think I had 2 or 3 trades that were more than one contract on silver micros. And my max win wasn't huge. My max win ended up, it was the one I sized into, and it was $1,100 on the day. So like it was $200-$300 wins, a couple like 600, 700, but like 400, 100, 300, 200. So like it was just kind of base hit all the way up. And that's what you kind of see in this chart is like, I'm only taking one contract. I'm taking a small win. I'm getting out and I'm waiting for my next opportunity.
So there's no consistency rule once you're funded with Top Step.
Correct.
Obviously.
Yeah. So in Top Step eval, you can pass in technically 1 calendar day, but it's 2 trading days because of the time flip at 6 o'clock. But you can, it's $3,000 like profit target on a 50K, similar to what TTP is. And it just no day can be more than 50%. So it's $1,500 both days. In the funded, the only thing is that you just have to have the 5 days of $150 or more. So like you could take so 5 times 150 or whatever that is. You could take half that every 5 days if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Payouts, but
nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, I mean that's amazing success that you've had there. I mean, it's what do you, if you could narrow in your focus on an attributing factor, what would it be, you think?
I think there's just a couple small things. So like getting away, like when I'm in the move away from small caps. I think my biggest issue in small caps was typically oversizing, and not getting sizing correct and not knowing how to size. And when you move to futures, it's set, right? Like we just talked about, every move on NASDAQ, like every point is, if you for a micro is $2. It's like, you know exactly how much that is, no matter what. Like every day it's going to be the same. You're not worried about like
scaling's cleaner.
Yeah. You're not worried about the price, like what the price is, like if it's a $2 stock or a $10 stock or whatever it is. Like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then the other thing is the lockout feature on
the trailing drawdown, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
That is honestly, especially early on, I've been using it a little bit less lately because I've become more comfortable. But I still do use it, especially like right now in this phase where I'm just shooting for $150 a day. If I don't get the 150, if I lose 150, then I lock out. If I gain 150, then I lock out. So like right now I'm using it, but like until I build up that buffer, I've been using it less, but like early on, that was super beneficial to, once I got a buffer, having that feature that I could implement my own trailing drawdown and have it just lock me out completely. And I can't buy through it. I can't, like, that was also a huge thing on TTP was, and I've talked about this a lot, was buying through daily pauses. And the fact that the daily pause is also not a trailing thing. It's like $1,000 from wherever you started that day, or whatever it was, or $750 or whatever. It's from wherever you started that day. So like you could be up $2,500 and then you lose $2,500 plus the extra daily pause, instead of, if I'm up $2,500 and I set my trailing on this and I give back $750, I'm out. So like then I'm still up at the end of the day and I'm not giving the entire day back.
That's like institutional level behavior. Like that's a really key. That's what I've also implemented. Like once I hit a certain profit threshold, then I only get back a third from there. Like that, I think that's a good, level to have it, because it's so true. I've been there and done that so many times, being over ambitious, aggressive, giving back your gains on the day and getting all tilted. It's not worth it.
So easy.
You gotta protect yourself. You gotta have a system.
I know you've talked about that for a while now, and I tried to implement that for myself when I was trading equities, but it's still so easy to be like, okay, well I gave that back, but like I don't know, like I feel like I could get this back, and you break your own like mental rules because it's not a hard rule, and here it's a hard rule. I get locked out. I can't do anything.
It's hard rails.
Top Step themselves can't even unlock my account.
Right, that's a hard stop. It's like not a soft stop. That's a hard stop.
Yeah.
And it's like that can be efficient if you know yourself and like to enforce that. And that's really key.
So like I think those two things I would attribute like most of my success to, like the actual features in the platform um, that have really helped me. And then uh,
Sure.
I guess also sort of like just finding my edge and finding something I've been really successful at. Like that 10K day, I had a 65% win rate, a 2-to-1 risk to reward. Like I'm doing pretty well doing that. And then
Scalping.
yeah, the scalping, like just
Yeah.
taking small base hits over and over and over and over again.
I've been doing the same exact thing. Same thing, probably about the
Yeah.
same time frame as you two, maybe a little less. Like sometimes I'll be in and out within 10, 15 seconds on like a quick hyper
Yeah.
move.
So Byron, like I think you're so in tune with yourself, and I believe you are able to find success and equities too with just proper sizing, like sizing down and even the scaling, like kind of like Baron does, and we're about to dive into that. So, just to wrap it up, are you going to just trade futures mainly now? Or are you going to still trade equities and futures, trade a little bit of everything?
Yeah, I think for now I'm gonna stick with the futures. I think what I would need to be able to trade, like for me to comfortably trade equities is like, one, for me it's futures is a lot less stressful. I think like when I was trading equities, right? Like you're waking up in the morning, and I felt like if I'm not waking up in time, then there's moves I'm missing.
That's
There's
very
like,
true.
if I don't wake up and I'm not on by 7 o'clock or whatever, then I've already missed out, or I've missed the move or whatever. And then it's like I'm always stressed out. I'm rushing around to get around in the morning. I'm trying to get the kiddos breakfast around, and like it's just
Yeah,
it's pretty chaotic morning.
it's tricky.
And then so like with futures, most of the time I'm trading after the kids down from bed in the evening. And I know like I could do that theoretically and trade after hours, but the windows, at least right now, is so much smaller because you only have what till 8 o'clock.
I bet the
And
wife loves it. Kids go to
yeah.
bed. All right, babe, time to trade.
Yeah,
That's funny.
so like that's one thing. And then also like
When you're
the
making
sizing
10K in
thing
a
is
day, I
real
guess it
for
doesn't
me.
matter,
Oh,
right?
I know. Look, hey, sign me up.
The, the sizing thing matters for me, and it's like I feel like if I had a way to automate my sizing so that it was consistent no matter the ticker. So like
Yeah.
if I could take a specific dollar amount every time instead of trying to calculate in my head the share size.
DOS, baby. I reached out to the DOS, the DOS, people, whoever essentially that create the hotkey scripts. And I promise you, if you look up, I have the best hotkey script out there. I posted on YouTube that gets you in a dollar amount versus size. So if you want to get in $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever the case is, you enter that, and it can size you to that and round it up. So that's what I had when I was at DOS. That's what I was utilizing, and you can scale to that too. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think
but
you would.
that's actually how I found you. Is
That's
when
cool.
I was building my DOS platform, my hotkeys almost a year ago. I
Oh
was
yeah.
trying to YouTube every hotkey variation, trying to figure out my formula, and that's actually how I found you. I found your.
Tell me it's not the
Mhm.
best hotkey script. Tell me. I mean,
It's great.
yeah, nobody's
But
got that
but the
shit down.
difficulty with your hotkeys, and there's no offense, the volatility of the stocks we trade for those momentum gains, whether shorting or longing, you're gonna hit that $20 like instantly for some of the stuff we trade. Like
Right. So I would say, like, utilize, numerically at the top of your keyboard, like 1 through 9, and just depending on
yeah,
the float, maybe
yeah,
hit shift 1. Okay, I'm taking
yeah,
like a $500 position on this
yeah.
freaking ticker right here. But
The-
anyway, yeah, I
Yeah.
want to dive into this, Baron, with you because it's been a while since we spoke, and I mean, I think the last time I recall, I mean, I've seen that you've grown your account. You took a payout recently, right, from Oceans. That
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
latest, the latest. So
Yeah,
you've been doing really well and finding
stuff,
success.
man.
What's the latest on you?
It was like up and down for a while. I was like struggling, I think more so in December. Um, it was tilted days, it was like slow days. I started using more of my leverage in the last few weeks. Um, and so I've seen some really strong improvements where even with a small account using leverage, I could start to see how making consistent money was possible. And in the last, let's see, so I shared on the Discord. I took a 2K payout this week.
Let's go.
Um,
Nice. Congrats.
since
Awesome.
then, let's see. Today I made 700.
Let's
Yesterday
go.
I made 1.3K. The day before that was 900. I think the day before that was 1200.
Damn,
And
Prenton, bro. Prenton.
yeah, and so I think,
Credit.
and I'm still struggling with oversizing over leverage. I did so what I was doing for a while was like 50 shares per trade on average for shorting, and I would like
You would
average
start there, right? You
I would
started.
start there, and then I would average up as the trade was going up, and a little bit of that. I've gone more long recently. My a bigger, longer position. That sounds so sexual. Would be 250 now. So with doing the longs, I don't have to locate shorts. Shorts are expensive. I struggle with the short costs at Oceans. It was a real struggle the last couple of days.
Because that's
But
a
with
straight
long,
fee, right? Every pop is like 30 something, and then plus an extra, right?
well, actually, once you locate the shorts, they're yours for the day.
Right.
But is
Um,
it a per share rate, or do you pay like 25, 30 plus a per share rate?
it's just the per share.
Okay, well,
And
that's not
Okay,
bad.
at
so,
Oceans. Okay, well, that's
yeah,
better.
CPro's
yeah,
the same
so,
way though. CPro's the same way.
yeah,
Yeah,
so,
they
Awesome.
are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which works
That's
out
good.
fine. Um,
It's good.
I've been going more long, heavier long. I still struggle with the issue for uh, oversizing or sizing incorrectly. Like today on feed, I took 200
Oh, that was a good
250.
trade.
I took a 250 long on what I thought was going to be a dip. It turned into a drop. I averaged into it because I was 250 in. I averaged into it 1,400 shares, 1,425 for an $800 loss, like first thing in the morning. And so, this is still, and it was one of those things where I was like, God damn, I knew not to make that mistake. That was too heavy, too much
Baron,
into the
you're
dip.
killing me. I
Oh, yeah.
hate hearing Baron. Oh, like what drives me crazy with you is like
Yeah.
you are such a good trader. I mean, you've
Yeah.
proven that over the last even
100%.
you've gotten payouts. You
Yeah.
have the
I
eye
my
for it.
day would be
Like,
1.4K if not for that trade.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, what you struggle with is
It's
what
always
we
the
all
same
like.
thing.
Even what we struggle with,
Oversizing.
everybody struggles with in here. Yeah,
Yep.
it's like it's just allowing the ego to take over,
Yep.
and not being able to press like because you've seen this pattern so often. I say this all the time, like because in small caps we know these are junk companies and we know where they're going. It's just a matter
100%.
of
And I
so
had
it's
shorts. I had shorts for it.
Oh yeah, so you pay for the shorts to locate,
Yeah,
so you're already
long.
down $50 in the hole because
Right.
you
You're
located them. You're
invested.
like,
You're
oh, I
biased.
got yeah, you're biased
Yeah.
already. So, but
Hmm.
here's the thing. I'll just end with this because I talk enough. Look,
Well,
it's always time frame and sizing, time frame and sizing. And look,
hmm.
Byron said that with futures. Just to point out, traders that are listening over X and YouTube right now,
Yeah.
it's always time frame and sizing, and we've heard that from both of them right there. Is sizing. You gotta like look. I was just had watched this video right before we went live where this professional trader was discussing how he was saying utilizing stops is to your detriment because he said the big boys know everybody puts tight stops on. So they increase the volatility and push the tickers around because they know everybody's going to get stopped out. He said, be confident in your position, go smaller and set wider risk, which is what I've been preaching for so long. So I think your 50 share like starter is a good starting place. But again,
Mhm.
having the max risk, but that's where
Mhm.
you're such a good trader. It's just the one ticker spiral,
Yeah.
right? It's like the
Yeah.
song that Byron
Oh,
came out with.
always
The
one
spiral.
ticker for me.
It's the
And
Oh
one
yeah,
ticker. So don't allow
it
that to happen.
always is. No,
yep.
yeah.
And
That
and so,
that's why I don't trade equities anymore.
it takes one, man. I'm telling you, I can have my daily goal is $300. I'm not trying to swing for the fences, but I'll let a ticker take me out for 2K. It's one of those things where I get over convicted and I'm like,
Mhm.
well, I'm short. It's got to come down. If I'm trading after hours, it's not coming down. I
That's
tell myself that every time.
that was one of my biggest issues with equities was getting over convicted because of, like everything we just said. I know what's happening here with this stock, and I know it's going to happen.
But
But
you
my
went
issue
full
is like
size. You went
early
full
is the
size
same thing as
initially.
wrong. It is what I had was what I had to try to tell myself every time. Like being early is the same thing as being like, even if you're right in the long term, being early is just the same as being wrong. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would always get in
I
too
can agree with
early
that. Yeah, I can agree
and
with
I
that.
would size up too early
Oh yeah.
and then I'm out for max loss in the day
You're
only
Yeah.
for it to go exactly what I thought the entire time. But I get so
you
impatient
start
and I would
short.
Oh,
get,
it's crazy.
So
yeah,
here, just to add to that, here's what's I agree entirely, wholeheartedly with that because what I found is like if you say, okay, I'm gonna size this, you allow yourself to be a little lazy. So you allow yourself for a poor initial entry. Like take a small starter, but at a good entry price because what happens is it's like, okay, I'm just gonna start this thing because it's seeing euphoria and so I'm just going to jump into the short early. And so you allow for a lazy position initially. But so I would
Yeah.
agree with that. So to counter that, I would say, yeah, just still wait for where the majority of people are setting their stops to even start it. Because like we saw today, Baron, did you see
Mhm.
it?
Yeah.
Fades, were you trading that ELPW, that thing that
I didn't
went
trade that until like 4 p.m. I wasn't touching
Yeah.
that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I wasn't touching it. I wasn't
That's the
touching it.
thing. That's the key, right? Just wait till after hours. Like that's been the
No,
most edge
because
that shorts have had. The later you wait, the
I
better in this market.
well,
Just
I
look
couldn't
at
even
them
go
after
short
hours.
because I couldn't go short because it was a $1.25 per share, and so
Oh
to
wow.
get
Yeah.
100 shares, I'd have to pay $125, and that was early. That
Yeah,
was
and
way the first.
that's exhibit A of why like having trade the pool in your back pocket is nice, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
for
Well, there's
stuff like
exceptions.
that because some of these plays aren't tradable on certain platforms like the
Mhm,
cheap ones
It
we
is
couldn't
true.
trade and then
mhm.
vice versa. Like the expensive
It
shorts you
is
can't trade
true.
on your own broker, but you hop on trade the pool.
So
Now,
you
Fades, are
can
we going to have
gauge.
another night of you telling us why
Yeah, yeah,
trading the
that's why I was
pool
laughing. That's why I was
is
laughing.
one of
No,
the
no, we're
best?
not
no,
going. No,
no, no,
we're
no.
not.
Fades is on my futures bandwagon. We're gonna convince you
Yeah,
to trade
I'm
futures by
all
the end
in,
of the
man.
evening.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I can tell Fades is salivating over the futures. It's making me sad. 'Cause
Yeah, you guys want to hear a funny
you,
story? You
Mm.
guys ready
Fades,
for story time today?
you're not leaving me, Fades. We're doing the equities. Well,
Oh
you're
no,
fun.
I'm
You're
working
good.
I'm working all avenues.
You
I'm just
got
sticking where I
funded.
have the most edge.
That
But
was your New Year's resolution, right? I mean, you're doing it
yeah,
great. Working all different avenues
yeah,
for a
yeah,
story.
that's what I did. I did a ton of research on the futures industry and like uh, figured out that I wanted to go pretty much straight to sim funded instead of dealing with the eval stuff. So I found two firms that I could do that, and that's been going good. It's just like I have my daily profit targets, and uh, like Byron was talking about, the scaling is a lot like more efficient and cleaner. So I've just been showing up kind of in the evenings and doing a little bit of trading, like you said as well, like the Asia Open. So I noticed like with equities and with futures, right at open, like 9:30 or when the futures opens, you get all that like all the madness, right? And it's
Hmm.
kind of hard to trade that. You're gonna get chopped out. So I just like to let that wait out, whether I'm trading stocks or futures. Like let all that chaos go. Like just avoid it, right? And then
Yeah.
step in. That's where and me and Byron have very similar styles. Like hyper scalping, right? And I just couldn't do that with TTP. So I can utilize like my true edge and intuition. Like I'm hardly even using indicators. I'm just looking at price and volume and like action like live.
Yeah, that's
You
all you
know,
need.
like the less noise the better. And I've been coming in executing for 30 minutes an hour, couple accounts, making a couple $100 on like multiple accounts. Like every day. So it's been really clean so far. Been dealing with some friction with this payout. So today I got tilted. You guys, this is hilarious, right? So
Boy,
this like
boy.
one of the like top tier futures firms, Apex, they're doing a 90% off sale right now. So I was like locked out. Last night I already made my profit target on my two funded accounts for the day in like 30 minutes. So I can't even trade the rest of the day, right? So I like looked at equities this morning a little bit, but I was also like doing futures work and like dealing with emails about this payout and whatnot. So I'm setting up Apex because they had a 90% off. So I'm like, let me try this eval out, right? So I'm on one of these platforms and like, dude, I'm dealing with all this like friction. I'm like pissed off at emails, this and that. I'm like trying to fix the chart and adjust it and doing this. And like, I'm with Viv and like, I'm about to take a break and I'm just like about had it, right? I'm at my breaking point. I'm like, dude, I don't even want to be with this platform. I spent $18 on this eval. Like, this is a good setup. I'm going max leverage and I don't even care about this account. Like, whatever, right? Dude, I go to change my
I'm
clothes
going
and
max
come back
leverage.
down.
You're fine.
I go
You
to come
change
back
what?
down, change my clothes and come back down. Bro, I hit my profit target in 5 minutes. I made 3K and like closed it out.
Yeah, man, you went
So
max
I'm a
leverage.
funded trader at Apex now.
That's what max leverage. Listen, that was the
Cheers.
big shift
Congrats.
for me, man. It's like
Congrats.
when I started using more of my
Congrats.
leverage, I was like, the numbers got high real
No,
quick.
no,
There
no,
was a
no.
day 2 weeks ago. So I said, you know what? I got this 2K account, but I got,
Oh, God.
12K in leverage. Let me amp up. And so I started amping up, and I was like, oh my God, I'm up. And then I went
No,
down a
yeah, it's
thousand
a trap,
dollars.
bro. It's right where they want you. See, they want everyone to over leverage. Like
I don't want
that's
to change
where you
the game
screw
for
up.
you.
That's where we all
Mhm.
screw up, right? But it was 90% off, and I realized Trade Evade doesn't let me trade how I want. Like I need to hyper scalp. Like I like
Yeah.
chart trading where I click buy and sell with the red and green, and I can like literally like hyper scalp. Trade Evade
I
was
will.
funky and didn't let me do that. So I'm like, dude, I'm just
Well,
gonna burn this eval. So I took four minis, Byron, four minis on NQ on a dip and
you
just
took
said hell with this
4
shit and
minis.
left it. Yeah, and just left it. I didn't even put a stop. I'm like, profit target right here, that's about 3K. I literally go to change my clothes and come back downstairs and it's like 5% away from that and then it hits and I made 3200 and left it. I passed the eval.
Yeah, that was probably like 10 points on Nasdaq. Like that is a very small, like 4
No,
minis is
just a clean trade, really. Like
I'm sure it
from
was,
that
but like
point.
for reference, like
Easy
the
money.
Nasdaq futures right
Cash
now,
it.
what is I'm actually curious now. What's it? It is at 20 so it's 25,639. Okay. 4 minis or I think literally five minis, a 10-point move is like $1,500. So like
Mhm.
you probably like that's $20 on a stock that is at 25,634 right now. Like that,
Right.
yeah, that's a lot of leverage for
Yeah.
those who are un uh
Oh my
unaware.
God.
I would say like with Apex is a very popular one because they have those 90% deals all the time. But the thing with Apex is that there is no payout cap from a funded account.
Mhm.
You can take like they will pay it out if you get but they've had a lot of people have friction getting their payouts from Apex.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a lot of shady stuff going on in the prop firm business for
Yeah,
sure.
Apex is very is big because of the 90% sales that they have all the time, and they
Right.
don't have a payout cap in their fundeds. But people getting their fundeds historically is
Right.
if you look up on
Well,
Reddit, like there's a lot of issues with that.
well, isn't that
Yeah,
because,
I've been dealing with a lot of friction, man. Like this payout has taken me forever with this Aqua firm because I realized like you get what you pay for essentially with futures. So I went and dabbled with like C, B tier firms that were running these cheap
Yeah,
sells. And like then I realized why the friction, like why they're cheap, right? But they're legit. Like I'm getting paid out. And
yeah.
I'm also with this other firm, right? It's called Hypertix. So how they work is it's
hyperticks?
hyper
Emphasis on
hypertick.
the T, Baron.
So
Okay.
it's an instant funded account. Like you buy
I
an
know.
instant funded account, so you're not passing an eval. You're not doing any of
You
that. You're
buy
I
just
an
assume they have a
futures
instant
just
consistency
funded
live
rule in the
money.
account?
funded.
What's that?
I assume they have a consistency rule.
No, so this is one of the only ones who doesn't have a consistency. It's interesting. It's actually the
Well, this
opposite.
sounds shady as hell.
You have to make 250 a day for that day to count.
Okay,
That's the
so
catch. So, but
it's
that's
similar to Top
realistic,
Step.
right?
Yeah,
That's really not that
no,
crazy of
like
an ask.
250 is and in
So I
futures is
made
not.
that night. Remember the other night you posted the 10K? I had that
Mhm.
big day because there's no consistency rule. I made like 1,500. So
Okay.
now I'm chilling. I log in, I make 250, and I'll be
Yeah,
able to take a
that's what
couple
I'm doing
grand.
with Top Step too. Like,
Like,
Kev,
hey,
I want to point out, like, Kevin, if you want to share this, there's the screen.
Yeah.
Like, so these are the three payouts I've taken since mid-December.
Let's
Um,
go.
my
yeah, you're
most
killing it, dude. I'm so proud of you, bro.
my
That's
most recent
awesome.
one though, like you see, like when I submitted for it on January 22nd, I was paid on January 23rd. I submitted at 6 p.m. and I was paid less than 24 hours later. Like
That's nice.
they are
That's
super,
nice.
like they are very reliable with taking payouts. But yeah, you can see I've taken
Mm-hmm.
about 11K right now, and I'm on my fourth right now. I right, like Top Step, very similar. Like I said, it's $150 a day is all you need to take a payout. So I did the 10K day. Now I'm just 150 a day for the next 4 days, and I take another 5.
My number one millionaire
That's
student.
awesome, dude.
Come
Not
on,
yet.
millionaire challenge. No. Yeah, excellent. Oh, I love this. I love seeing the success. I mean, this is like a 180 from what, 6 months ago, a year ago. We're all finding success, getting payouts, staying funded.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy because like I actually did futures early last year. It was one of the first things I got into because uh it was shortly after Liberation Day.
The hell is
when all
Liberation Day?
the day that they put all those tariffs on everything.
I forgot.
I was like, this like I'd been out of trading for a while at that point. Like I dabbled for a few years, but like in and out, doing random stuff. Never really had like a plan or stuck with it or anything. But then that happened. I was like, this market's gonna tank. I might as well make money off of it. And so I started trading options at that point, not knowing
Lord.
anything about what I'm doing. Like at that point, like I knew jack all about what I was doing, and then I made a little bit off of that. Beginners luck, it was going down. It was hard not to make, like, if you went short, it was hard not to make money. And
yeah, similar to silver today. Bless you.
Yeah, that's wild. That's so
I guess
Today
I
was
just went away.
insane.
You getting choked up about it?
No, I had to sneeze, but it went away.
Getting emotional. Where's the tissues?
And then so I was like, but then I started liking, like enjoying it, and so I was like, okay, well, this is. But then it started like not going well because I obviously didn't know what I was doing, so I was trying to find like ways or like what I could do that was similar, and I found futures. And I traded that a few times, also with Top Step a year ago, and then I just blew account after account after account. Like it was not working. So then I like moved on and like try to find like I still wanted to trade, but I didn't know what to trade. And then I found Ross Cameron, and then I found like went down that whole rabbit hole. But that led me to finding Kevin, like when I was trying to like figure out shorting and stuff. And
Yeah.
so like I did learn like a lot from from that foray.
Both
But like
sides.
early on, like when I did futures last time, it was not going well. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I
Were
think
you
about like when I was
oversizing?
trading. I mean, I was oversizing. I barely knew how to read a chart then. Like I was like,
Yeah,
it was all
messy,
guessing.
all
Like I
around.
wasn't
Yeah.
reading I wasn't reading the chart. I was like so like already over convicted. I'm like from my early beginner's luck in options, I was like, market goes down. And so I was like, I took that to futures like, you know what? It's going down. I don't know what's happening, but it's gonna go down.
So
I think it was just like over biased and over leveraged, and like I really didn't know what I was doing at that point, and it took a long time. And going through all of that, and then all of my time in trading small caps and stuff to get to this point. Were you gonna say,
To a
Baron?
lot of tuition, yeah. Small caps is like literally boot camp for anybody. I mean, it's just such a cutthroat
yeah.
market, right? Like
It's
we
a
got
hell
to
of
be
a tuition.
real. The manipulation has just been crazy. I mean, you got grown ass men creating GoFundMe pages. Like
Oh
it's getting
wow, let's
crazy
talk
out
about it.
here.
Let's switch topics. So I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. This is so you brought up Ross Cameron, and here's what I want to say. I want to say so many things. About this is a big conversation about shorting and longing in small caps land. Longing is something, again, this is starting to sound a little sexual. Longing is something where you got to follow the volume. You got to follow the volume. And
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're longing because something's the gainer. And there's a ticker, I think it was yesterday, where I got it early off a quick pop. It had like 50, not even 50,000 shares per minute. And I was like, oh, well, this is probably going to pop and drop. I'm going to get a little short. And then it hit 300,000 shares in the next minute being traded. And I'm stuck in a very massive short position.
TCGO.
And it was something else actually yesterday. It
Okay.
was pre-market. It was pre-market. Might have been
Okay.
fee. So anyway, the thing is, the Ross Cameron strategy works excellently. I use it, but you need strong, consistent volume. I'm talking like 150,000 shares per minute, maybe
Mhm.
50,000 pre and post market, but you need consistent volume and
Yeah.
you're maybe buying the dips. I don't see, there's someone called Relentless Trader who trades the same
Mhm.
kind of low float stocks.
Yeah.
He tries to buy the breakout from the high of day or a new green candle. And for the last 6 months, I've been watching this guy. I'm like, his strategy is not working because he's trying to buy these breakouts and they're flushing on him. And
Big time.
It's like
he went
that's
flat on
resistance.
the year. Huh?
It's like when you trying to buy the breakout of the high, like that's where resistance is. That's literally like,
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I think he
It's like
went
the
flat.
fake out breakout.
I think he went
Manipulation.
flat on 2025 after being a really successful trader. And the system works, but you gotta, like you said, Byron, their timing. Your timing on a long has to be extremely accurate, and it has to follow
Yes.
volume.
Mhm.
So
are you trading then when you say you still implement that strategy some? Are you trading like a 10-second time frame?
Oh, I don't have 10-second access. I
Okay.
don't have it.
I was like,
I have DAS. DAS doesn't
yeah.
have 10 seconds. I have a minute. I have
what?
like I can see the bid and the ask a little bit. So no, I can't do the micro pullbacks that Ross Cameron
Yeah. I
suggested.
mean, like
I
the same
yeah.
thing can apply. Like if you're like the pullback on a 1 minute, like
1 minutes aren't as effective because if you're doing like a bull flag, it's a bull flag can just for some reason become a bear flag drop. I think what
well, yeah,
works.
especially on the small caps, right? Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On the
volume can
small cap.
disappear immediately,
Yeah.
and that bull flag can just. It's not a bull flag anymore. It's
That's
just
what happened. That's what happened on the
death
Those
candle.
T50.
So
opposite
damn
squeezes
trappy.
just out of nowhere.
Yeah,
irrational.
a bear flag turns into a bull flag turns, they
Yeah,
just with the low float names, they're so manipulated that they do that, and you have to be so careful of it, and if you do see
Mhm.
the liquidity sweep happening, the
yeah,
upper lower shadow, get
yeah,
the F out of the way, right?
yeah.
Because you're getting trapped. They're coming for you. The
Yeah.
trap is
Wait
happening.
for the sweeps to react, really. I mean,
Right.
that's
And
really it, wait for that
but
peak manipulation, right? And then
right, and
try to get involved.
this is where we also switch into like the volume. So I actually announced this on the Discord yesterday. I said, everyone, do not short a stock you're unfamiliar with. I said that yesterday
Yeah,
where
that
I
was
was
a
like,
good
listen,
call yesterday because today was just chaotic. Yeah, you
yeah,
nailed that on the head. I remember that.
there were more
Yeah.
halts than I've ever seen. I said, if you're
Yeah.
not familiar with something, if you can't
Mm-mm.
predict it, do not short. Because if you had, think about the fucking top four gainers today.
Dude, it was like just a total short annihilation, like just a short burial
Yeah,
today. Like
That's
I'm
if
so glad I just like had the little bit of
Hey,
futures and didn't
yeah.
tinker with that stuff because
Yeah,
oh my
I
god.
said yesterday on the
uh,
Discord, I said no one short anything you're unfamiliar with. And here's how you know. Here's how you know.
Seriously.
You gotta go to the 1 year to the 5 year. If any of the things that are halting up, first off, if it's halting, you definitely don't want to short. But you gotta look at the chart history, you gotta see where things are falling, you gotta look at the volume, all this stuff.
Baron, what pattern do you call this right here?
I call this your F pattern. I
The
call this
after hours
if
cleanup,
you
after
short it.
hours
like
bear
anything I've
cleanup
ever
pattern.
seen before.
Been what it's
And
been,
Just
my
wait.
so
man.
I would
You
have
said
loved
that.
to long this, but this is the same thing where if you long it too, you could be the first long to hit the first massive drop.
Well, that was
Kevin,
like,
you
what was
saw,
that stock the other day that went like it halted up and then it hit
yeah,
114 and then it
TCGL.
halted back down
yeah,
at 55?
to
Oh
50,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just people are getting rich. Other people are starting GoFundMe's. Like lives are
Yeah.
ruined. Like
So
false
that
hope
was
is
the thing,
made.
right?
It's just total
Like,
chaos. Like
so the that stock. So remember last time I was on, it was after my blow up on basically the exact same thing. It was basically I couldn't get out because every time it opened into a halt and no one, so I was short. I couldn't buy, I
Yeah,
couldn't
it
get
just
out.
opened up and
You got
halted
liquidated,
immediately.
right?
Yeah, I got all liquid. Every time it resumed, I could not get out. And so this was the same thing where every time we resumed yesterday, people couldn't get out. So there was a guy Kevin posted the guy on Discord. I'm sure it resumed at 50. So it looked like he got in at like not
Oh,
even
no. No,
17. It
it
looks
was
like he got in
50
8.
to 100. It was we'll
What
go
was
over
he?
it in a second. It was yeah, we'll go over it in a little bit too, but it was he had to have been in the halt at it halted up at 50 and it opened up at 103.
But he got in at like a low price, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so
It
it was
was
at
low.
8. The move started at 8. Now, randomly, mind you, this is
Hmm.
random.
Oh yeah.
Middle of the day, just this random junk ticker, TCGL.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
keep in mind, look, KXIN the day before did the same thing and went to 8 to 20 and backed down. It
Yep.
literally round tripped 8 to
Oh
20
yeah,
back
that's a
down.
Chinese ticker, right? I didn't
Right.
even see it. I
And
don't.
so
Well, as
yeah,
soon as
well,
you put the
know,
X
yeah,
in, Kevin, as soon as you
yeah.
put the X in the ticker, I'm like, oh, that's Chinese.
Right, right.
yeah, right.
As
No,
soon as that X in, I was like, that's
Literally.
Zhao Ming. That's
so you
Zhao.
so then you have TC like, I just honestly, I'm gutted when I think about the individual, and, of
Oh
course,
yeah.
it's I can't verify if it's accurate or not because, anybody could start a GoFundMe and try to raise money and say they lost
Oh,
money, but
I trust it is. They
I
happened to
trust it
me.
is. I trust it
My
is. Big
my
big
account said
yeah.
negative 6K and I had 2K in the account. I was like, I have to get my life savings is now being impacted.
But
Dude,
Ocean's
I mean,
been they didn't
like I've
you're
been there. I lost half of that in one day. I know how that guy feels. I literally lost half of that in one day. I had the same exact thing happen. It's crazy.
Half of what I lost or half of what he lost?
What he lost like 50K, right? Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got liquidated at the top on a China pump that went below where it started and lost like 20, 25K in one day.
Mm-hmm. Sorry,
Yeah,
Kevin. What
it's
were you
like,
saying?
but I didn't go start a GoFundMe though.
It's never.
Like if shit happens, bro, that's an
Fuck
expensive
yes.
How
tuition to
much is in
pay.
his
You know,
GoFundMe right now?
like that's expensive tuition, but like that's just irresponsible. I'm just gonna call it for what it is. That's irresponsible. I'm
I
sorry,
wish
I
but
mean,
Oh,
that's not. That's
it's a little so here's a rule. Here's a rule. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna say like this. I've learned. So listen, I shorted there were two tickers today that were sub $2. I shorted. I went massive short size. They went into Holtz. They went into extended Holtz, but you cannot short. First off, there's a couple rules. The volume, those are important. But if they're above $5, above $4 or $5, you cannot short them into a hold, especially if they're Chinese, especially if they're Asian or foreign exchange, and they have a history that basically they're almost at their high of day. That means it's infinite. That means they can go to the future. And if you're doing that, if you are going to short, you need to short 5 shares. You
yeah,
can't short anything more than 20 shares because if it goes to 200, 400, $500, all right, cool. Can you handle that?
second thought.
exactly.
Don't start the GoFundMe. He only has like $600 raised.
Oh, that's so much sadder. That's almost
Yeah,
that's
he
bad
only
than
he has
losing money.
5 donations for $626.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so
I don't mean to
Um,
laugh, man, because I know the pain. Like I've been through it firsthand. I really don't mean to laugh. It's not like a laughing matter, but it's just God. It's just
it is.
sad, man. It's
Like, I
honestly
mean,
sad, bro. It's really sad because people go through hell in Pennyland, and I've been there. I've gone through hell. I
we all
know it.
have, but yeah,
If
it's
anybody does, I know it.
mhm,
Seriously.
yeah,
It can be
I
hell
and
and
I
you let
learned
it,
the
and
hard way,
how?
man.
Oversizing. That's how it's hell.
I
Becoming
learned
oversized.
as soon as I like learned the hard way. I was like, all right, if a ticker's more than $5 and it's holding up, I don't want to be in it.
yeah,
yeah.
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 Well, the thing, the ticker halt TCGL. Well, first of all, I do feel for the guy because it halted first at 29. And Josh, this is like a great time for you to come in because I have our video pulled up of our live reaction
That
to
was
Oh,
this.
I
hella
I
missed
gotta
it.
hilarious,
I
say,
bro.
watched that
gotta
clip. That
say,
was hilarious.
I almost got long. I almost went in. So when it resumed, it went to that 17. It had a brief moment of pause, but because of the pain I felt with these kind of tickers, I didn't. I almost got in with between like 20 and 50 shares, and I had a full minute of getting in, and I think that's when Josh got in, right? Um, he would
Oh,
have been in the exact same position.
yeah, yeah, he was in at 17-ish, I believe, and
Yeah,
wrote
yeah,
wrote it up to 114. That
yeah.
live stream was so epic. Did you see where look, the context of this is what's so funny because 'cause we're sitting here in Trade the Pools live stream for, like, hours, and it's like
Dude, I checked
look,
back
we're
in.
we're trying to be professional. We're like, okay, like I gotta look at something else other than TCGL. I can't be a degenerate looking at TC. But again, it's like, okay, TCGL is all I can look at. This is the only ticker
Yeah,
I can look
yeah.
at because the
Well,
opportunity's there.
well,
So,
you know,
anyways, we're
Right.
looking at it for hours, and then he's like, I gotta drink some water. He's dehydrating, like
yeah,
staring at this thing. So it's 2 hours later goes by. He gets up to go get a glass of water, and I'm like, Josh, come back! This thing just opened at 75, and he comes sprinting. Did you see that
oh
video? He
man,
comes sprinting in it, and I was just messing with it. The thing hadn't
yeah.
opened up.
I was surprised, man, because I came back. I
Yeah.
was at work the whole day, and I hopped back on. And I was like, oh, is is Kevin still on? It's like 2 p.m. What's happening?
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you
It
stayed
was.
late? Y'all like stayed
Oh
overtime or
yeah, yeah, we stay like yeah. We were just like we have to stay overtime. We went
yeah,
until
I
2,
mean,
and
that was
T
wait, that was today or yesterday?
Oh, that was yesterday. And Josh, if you're listening too, look, we played the like guess the open. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that kind of game. So with the crowd, we were guessing the open of it. everybody was like way low. Obviously, because the thing went from 50 to 104. So we were like,
Yeah.
okay, we'll give a free eval to somebody if they can guess the open of this thing.
Wow.
Nobody was even close to it. Not even close. They were like, oh, 60, 65, halt lower. And the thing opened so much
I
higher.
would have assumed halt lower at 50. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna drop. But here's the thing. Again, it had never been over $10. Never been over
Never.
$10.
So that's why I feel so bad for that guy. Yeah, he like look,
It could
it
have.
looks like
The
he was a
crazy.
car salesman or he was a mechanic, and he's just looking to make some money for his family. He's shorting these euphoric junk
Yeah.
tickers, and look, he just got in front of the wrong one. That's
Yeah.
why I feel bad for him because look, if he would let's say he shorted this thing, it halted 29, opened at 50, immediately halted up, and then
Yeah.
resumed at 104. So if you're in this at 20, and then you don't have a
Yeah.
way to
Well,
get out.
and
Right. Yeah, that was just scam. Mm.
here's the thing. 100 is also, this is, by the way, these are all arbitrary numbers because no positions existed above $10. Meaning the reason why you all were on that call for so long watching that stock is because the books could not balance, meaning no sellers could meet the buyers. That could have been on hold until the end of market close and resumed at negative $3,000, like $3,000. It doesn't matter. It was all fictional. The
Yeah,
if
right.
the books don't balance, it it could have gone
Because
up.
there's no you're essentially saying there's absolutely no orders out there existing between, like, the 50 and 100, like, there's
No,
no
Like the
orders.
halts are
no.
just so weird. It's like, what's even
Well,
going
it's
on?
not weird. It's buyers and sellers demand and choice. It wouldn't resume until people said, "I'm tired of waiting. I'm gonna make it so I put my sell order for this price, and I'm not gonna buy at this price." And until those met within, I think the percentage is 15%. Until there's a 15% discrepancy,
Hmm.
it will not resume on a 5-minute interval.
Okay.
But that could mean that someone says, "Okay, I
Interesting.
think the stock is worth $4,000." And then if enough people agree to sell and buy within that $4,000 interval, that's when it resumes.
Yeah.
Right. Hmm.
It could have been like $20. It could have been $5,000.
How many
There
times
has
did it
to
halt?
Dude, it halted a few times, and look, I'm saying, like, whew, if you would have been there for that halt up, halt down, at least, like, you're
Yeah.
TTP, you're
Yeah.
making some money because you were getting it moving in that
Yeah.
direction.
So tell us about your story, bro. It's time for you to speak. What the hell happened today or yesterday? What did I read in Discord?
Oh,
Let's
you
do the
shorted, didn't you?
rundown,
You
bro.
stupid son of a bitch.
No, so I've been working a few different evals, and I visited TCGL this morning on one of them, and the thing got a pop for a hangover, so I took a max
Mhm.
loss on that, and then I went to a different eval that I had nearly lost that eval.
Ah,
Honestly, I was
that's
really
what it
close.
was. I was thinking
Yeah,
that's what it was.
so I was close to losing that eval, and
You just want
and due
you
to
need to get
ELPW.
hero your way back to funded.
Dude, I probably set a record that I don't even wanna own the trophy of,
Right, right. That's
but
hilarious.
yeah, from literally pennies away from probably blowing that thing up to getting it funded in 1 day. So,
Oh my god. Hey
yeah.
man, you deserve that. You deserve that,
Trade the
brother.
pool's gonna be like, nah, nah,
You
son.
deserve it. You
Yeah, they're
can't
gonna look at that and be like,
No.
We
it's
ain't
like
dealing with
now
that
you just
risk."
need to size down. Size like half size now after today. You
Well,
definitely need to
here's
do that.
here's what I gotta say also. This happens with real brokers, and they restricted selling and buying with TCGL.
They
Basically,
GME'd it.
Mhm.
GME, yeah, a little bit,
Okay,
a little
baby.
bit.
If you're
But see,
trading at my broker, I'm shutting down business on TCGL. This is way too risky.
so
Hell no, ain't
there's a
doing that.
legal recourse. They did it. I mean, they deny
Yeah,
access to
Jason.
the free market, but they basically made it so you needed like $1 million to buy 100
Okay,
shares
I
or
see
sell
that.
100 shares.
So
You
yeah,
need
they're
a,
still abiding by the law. Like, yeah, this is where
yeah.
like we can't
You can
deny.
still,
It's
if you
a
have the leverage, of course you can. But they're like, you need like a
$1
thousand
million.
times the
Yeah.
leverage
It's
to
a
be
real
able.
liability for the broker. Like it's a thing in futures too. Like because of silver's volatility lately, Top Step. So the way it works with Top Step is that after you take 5 payouts on a sim funded account, which is what I have, where I've taken about to have 4 payouts on. Once you've taken 5, they move you to a live account, which is trades actually get sent to market. Like they're actually taking those trades, and they halted trading on metals, silver, gold, platinum, all of those for live accounts because they're actually on the hook for those. Like they have like because of the like if someone loses money on those, like the
Mhm.
broker at that point is liable for whatever
Yeah,
money was lost on it. Like that's
I
a
get it. I get
yeah.
it. Look, with Oceans, so commissions at Oceans is pretty low. It's low enough where like I take $100 short or 100 share short position. I pay Oceans not even 60 cents. 60 cents.
Oh wow, that's good. Yeah.
But it's pretty low. It's pretty low. But
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing. I take that $100 short position on CGSL and I blow my account up to infinity. And I'm now down $25,000. I go, look, Oceans, I ain't got it. You made 60 cents off that trade, but you ain't getting $20,000 from me. Then what?
Especially with it being an offshore broker, like they can't do
How
any
does the
they're
liquidation
just out
even
of
work
money.
though?
So
Yeah, how does that
you
work?
owed them $6,000. Do you actually have to repay that?
I mean, yeah, you could say like, oh, I have to repay it. You could not repay it. And then where they
Yeah, what
can
are they
take
gonna do?
you to
Sue you?
court.
Like they would have to
They can
take you
sue
to.
you, and then
Well, at
that's
what point do
It's an
they
offshore
liquidate
broker.
you
They don't
though?
really they don't operate in the technically don't
Mm-mm.
operate directly in the U.S.
That would be such a fucking headache for them.
Yeah,
That would
it's not
be
worth
the
it.
worst. They make 60 cents off of the commissions for that 100 shares I made, and now they have to take me to court. If I was a broker and that was like the cost position, also I'd be like, you can buy 1 share of the stock. As
Yeah.
long as the bid ask is $7 apart, you can buy 1 share.
So
I'm
Baron,
not.
I'm confused. Like, where do they draw that line where they're like you're liquidated? Like, it's not at zero at Oceans. Like, you're
What do
not
you mean, like?
liquidated at zero.
What do you mean, like? Where
Like,
do they draw that line?
like your account balance. Like, they
So
let you go into the negative, right? Is that like after a halt that it opens and
they
you're
don't
already
let you
negative?
go into a negative. You have a drawdown, so you can set your own drawdown. You can be like, my max drawdown is $200, or my max drawdown is 5% of my account. But they have a maximum of like the starter. Everyone has you can lose 80% of your account.
Okay.
That's their line. If you
Okay.
lose 80% of your account in one day, they're gonna shut you out. But it doesn't work well pre and post because they don't have people working. So someone has to be working
That's janky. So
catch
it's
it.
not automated. Someone has to cap you out themselves.
In the market, it's automated. In the after hours, someone has to catch it. I've put my account into the negative, and it's not until it came down a little bit from the negative and like was like
Mm,
$200. And I think someone caught it and they were like, okay, you're closed.
okay, I can see that.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
everyone at Oceans at the start, you have to email them and be like, I want 10% or I want a max loss of $100. But what they tolerate is an 80% of your account being gone.
Okay, interesting.
Imagine your
So,
entire
and
job is just watching 6 monitors for people that are blowing accounts. Your
that's hilarious.
entire
Like, all right,
job.
this guy's gone too far. You're done.
Oh, that's the
Oh, he's
most
getting
stressful
close.
job.
So what's he gonna
Oh,
do?
We can't. I wish we had someone from Oceans.
That's a
There's a
fun
couple
job.
different guys. I know Narf. Narf is the guy who started Oceans. They're a bigger part of Velocity. Real cool guy. He's helped me understand some stuff. But when he started Oceans, it was such a grand master plan. Um, but he's now moved into a higher position within Velocity. He's doing great now. But I I I would feel so much anxiety now managing Oceans, especially after yesterday, because everyone fucking blew up. Everyone blew up who shorted.
Mhm.
Everyone who shorted today blew up.
Right.
Everyone
And
who went long blew up. Like,
Just in
the
general,
problem, like, they're like, I'm gonna buy this, and
distracted.
it's gonna keep going up.
I can't
No, that's
imagine.
because everyone over leverages is the common theme. Yeah, yeah, just don't
Mhm.
over leverage. But yeah, ELPW, there was no way to blow up today if you lost. Well, again, if you did over leverage, but because that thing did go from two, it lost 100% down to 90
Oh
cents
man.
before it started going all the way back up. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
but
can I share my screen super
oh
quick?
yeah, yeah. Share your screen. I'm
I
excited.
got a couple trades to go over. This is where over leveraging freaks me out for sure. I'm gonna share
So you're
media.
using DAS, Baron, correct?
Yeah,
DAS. So
yeah.
there's not that $35 fee anymore to locate. It's just like whatever
No,
the
it's
shares
it's
are.
like yeah. Can you see that?
Because there used to be when I was trading with DAS like a year or two ago, it was like 35 a pop plus the extra BS fee, whatever that
There you
is.
go,
So
right there. There you go. There's the screen.
Okay, dope. Thank you. So this was so I avoided this stock like the plague. I said to myself, I'm not gonna get messed up in here, and I would have gotten long if I
be
could
right back.
predict the future, but I said no. It was actually at close that I got involved. This right here, I actually messed up. This trade was a 250 share position, and it was way too radical. And I closed it out immediately. But if I had held 250 shares, it would have gone all the way up from $8 a share to $14 a share.
Mm.
This was still a radical play, even at market close. This is some hard stuff to trade. Today was a hard day to trade. I think, like, even with, we were talking about silver earlier, this was the other silver play. This was something where this popped up on my screen earlier. So I went short here, closed, and then I shorted again here, actually. And then I closed the position half and then fully. And then this is the drop on the short I saw. And then I chased it. I chased it. Excuse my language. I chased it until I could close again here. Today was a crazy, crazy day. This was another stock I traded. There was a lot of trades, a lot of shorts, a lot of things popping up. I mean, today
The opportunities were so endless today.
I know I love the opportunities today. I'm gonna stop the share. Um,
Yeah.
I love the uh, share blah, blah, blah. Saying share screen again. Blah, blah, blah. Is it
Charlie,
there?
after trading 3 years of small caps long, took your first short. GITS made $200. Hey, let's get no, that's not beginner's luck. Look, if you took the short GITS today, especially into the euphoria, I was telling the guys earlier, it's like in small caps, if you're shorting, yeah, okay, start small. Of course, be very mindful, have the risk in mind, but when it's comfortable, that's oftentimes the wrong trade. If it feels uncomfortable, typically it's the right trade. Yeah, Baron, are you good to go on the share screen?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am good to stop.
Okay. Perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
remove that. All
Thanks.
right.
Does
So,
I was
yes.
gonna does
Go ahead.
does Oceans have a minimum share or a minimum shares to borrow? Because CPRO the minimum number of shares you can actually borrow is 100 shares.
So
And
they actually have 4 routes, which are great. One of the routes, Velo, their Velocity Route 4, you can request a random amount, an odd lot, as it's called. You can be like, I want 23 shorts. Everything, all their other routes, you have to do even.
Really? Okay. Velo, you can random. Okay, that's pretty cool.
yeah,
Velo
like
But
that
it's
was the
not.
thing for me on when I was trading C Pro is that like you can't take less than 100 shares. And so like especially when some of the higher priced
Oh yeah.
borrows, then like you're already in for like some of them like 65 cents. Like you're in for $65
Oh yeah.
off the rip.
Hmm.
And like then
Yeah.
you have to like you feel like you have to take more size.
Hmm. For CGSL whatever it was yesterday, where I think the minimum cost, what did I say, was like $2. It only got higher, and this is a stock where you're like, listen, I want 10 shares. I don't want 100. I want 10, maybe to see how the short goes. With a lot of those routes, this was a newer route, Velo 4. With the other routes, you could not do less than 100. And so you'd have to pay $200 just to maybe take 5 shares.
Yeah, and that's why you go to trade the pool.
There it is.
Here it is. It came back. It made its way. It's all the way back, baby.
Speaking of trade the pool, look, this has been one of our best Friday night live streams. I absolutely love this. Great conversations here. It's been a while. You can tell we got a itch we want to scratch here, and we've had amazing conversations. Hopefully, chats learn from it. Bothy had a nice trade on SNDK, got 10 points out of it. Let's go. Patience spelled with PAY. Good work there. But speaking of trade the pool, there's somebody in the wings, guys, that I think all of you are very familiar with. We had quite the moment yesterday together on Trade the Pool's live stream, trading some of this action as far as TCGL went. None other than Mr. Josh Smith, AK-47. Some of you may know him. AK, what's going on?
There it is.
You doing all right?
Am I doing all right? Are you? Hey, this is about you. Are you sober?
We'll
Not
go
quite.
23% sober for Michael Jordan.
Look,
Not a lot, but just a little bit.
don't. Yeah. So I saw your trading day. We were messaging, and you looked like you were doing all right. ELPW. How'd your trading day go?
Yeah, I mean, it was monster. I mean, like yesterday with TCGL, you get these momentum plays. Like, again, I've been trading since 2017, 2018, and I got used to this crazy 2020 that we had. So I came up with my halt strategy, and I learned how to. I would literally say how many halt plays we had in 2020. It was phenomenal. So you got to learn how to trade them and how they reacted. You have to remember this stuff though. It's how the stock market. We have these trend shifts, right? How they go back and forth, and so. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, no. I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm trying to pull that
Was
up.
the volume?
Oh, you forgot to
Wait,
mute
what?
that. You forgot
Like,
to
I know
mute
that audio from somewhere. I thought Josh was talking.
it.
My heart literally just started racing again, bro.
It's like PTSD, bro.
Yes.
Don't do that to me, Kevin. That's uncanny.
Oh man.
The
No,
funny
that-
part of that is just that it opened even way higher than 75.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's what's crazy because I went back and I've watched it many a times. And I'm like, it's crazy you said that, and yeah, it gapped up even further. So
Yeah.
that was nuts because the first reaction when we go from 29 to 50, I'm still out of my seat, like bonkers reaction, like wow. I literally, and Kevin even said it. He was like, "You thought I was frozen." Like I thought he was because I was like, "What's going on? Is he frozen?" Like he was straight, like, "What just happened?"
Yeah.
We totally lost our heads when we saw it go from 50 to like that was like we've seen these plays before, we all have, right? But to see that gap up and be in it, and have someone be a part of it while we're streaming
Oh
live.
no,
That's
dude,
cool,
Josh.
man.
So we
That's
played
awesome.
we played the Hawk game with all the traders in there, and we had a lot of like we probably had like 30, 40, 50 people that were playing the game with us. Absolutely nobody was close to the open price.
Yeah.
Nobody was
Yeah.
close. So that goes to show you, like nobody had any idea. But I think that goes to what you were saying, Baron. Like it was
Yeah.
just there
It's
was
fictional. It's
yeah
fictional.
yeah there was
It
nothing there.
has to be. It had never gone above $10. So someone says, "I think it's worth 3,000." Oh well, I think it's worth $7. Until they met in the middle, until
It's a
they
car lot.
absolutely agreed,
It's a
it's
car lot.
stuck.
Yeah,
What
it's
you
like
say?
you're at a car lot. I want it for 5,000. No, I'll buy it for 2,000. No, I want it for 7,000.
Yeah,
And so
and
it's not,
literally, you're sitting there until literally everyone everyone agrees to this
yep,
price,
that's what
and
happens.
Mhm.
and so you're stuck for an
Yeah.
hour because no one's agreeing to the price.
Yeah, price and demand, baby, price and demand. So
Yeah.
this is our actual reaction. I mean, I'm so like this was just a moment of the year for me.
I love how I love how we both freak out. We laugh. We don't know what to do, and then
We don't know what to do.
we both leave our seats almost simultaneously.
I
We just
watched. That was a crazy play, and I gotta say, Josh, I saw it the same time you did. I didn't pull the trigger because I was so scared when it was at 7. So there was a when it opened up at 17, it went up, it went down. I had my finger over the 20-50 share position, but I told myself I'm gonna be real angry if this thing does a false halt up and then
yeah,
drops.
dumb.
I'm gonna be real upset, and I let it go. I let it go. I said, I'm at work. I can't
Good job.
even watch this thing. I can't even watch it, even if it did resume. But when I came back, like literally 3 hours later, I was like, okay, I made a mistake.
You're
I made a
blind.
mistake.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
I should have
No,
rolled that
no,
dice.
no. I mean, look, it's like when they're up that much, they can be insanely irrational. You didn't make
Yeah.
a mistake
Yeah.
there. That
Yeah.
gut is what saved you over time. So this
Mhm.
reaction has it's
Show
just honestly, Josh, like yeah, we'll let it speak for itself. Just context here. We had been sitting for hours on Trade the Bulls live stream. Like I literally told Josh, I was telling him, I'm like, I think I'm gonna get fired. I'm not even looking at anything else. I'm not looking
We're
at
not
anything.
supposed to be on the stream anymore.
Yeah, Trade the Pool's gonna cut the stream. They're gonna be like, these guys, TCG, like, got it, yeah, TCGL.
Right.
I mean,
It was hard to look at
I
anything
hopped
else.
in. There was
How
a
are you gonna
12-hour stream with just the scanner, so I think you're okay.
Yeah, how do we look at anything else with TCGL? So, yeah, we could hardly get the call-in show going with this TCGL action, but honestly, I mean, the traders loved it. We had so much enthusiasm, excitement, and it really it came back to us because there want the trade the polls wanting us to do more streams and whatnot. So it came back to us. We had such a fun stream. The context of this is look, we were sitting here for 2 hours. Josh needed a drink, so his wife is making him something, right? Josh, you were getting a
It was
water.
the dog. I was telling her,
Oh,
hey, I'm in a trade. I'm still waiting for this to open. I'll be a minute. And this guy.
Josh,
And then this guy.
Josh, can I ask real quick? So you got in like 17. What was it? Yeah,
1768. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
it
100
resumed
shares.
at what?
Just 100 shares.
Yeah, 100 shares. When it resumed at 54, did you how many did you sell? I don't.
So
I
what I
didn't.
did was, what I do typically is any trade I'm ever in, if it works in my favor right away, I always want to go half out if it's not. But when it is working in my favor, I go quarter. So if I was in 100 shares, so as soon as I got filled, it halted up. I put in 25 to get filled. I'm going to market it out. Of course, you have to market out on these. So as soon as it was going up to 20, whatever, I got out 25. As soon as it went up to 23, whatever, I got out 25. It went then raced up to 25, and I was telling Kevin on the live stream, I'm like, I'm not getting out. This is going to go up for more. This is going to 30 now. And so then when it went up literally to 29 something ish, it halted up again. I got out 25. So now I'm only in 25 shares. So now I want to scale out 5 at a time. And so when it halted up, we're waiting forever. When it halted up at 50 plus, I was like, listen, and I did. That's what every new high and every new low when I short, when I get in a good position, every new low I get, I'll just take some. So boom, 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 new low of day, I'll take some. like in these plays. Every time it halts up, goes into a halt up. I don't know, like you know, bro, like we all know, it's gonna halt up, and I can see it's hitting the LULD, so I'm gonna hit my sell button because like you don't know if it's actually gonna gap down after that. It's gonna halt down after that. So that's why I want to hit every new high because like okay, it's about to halt up again. I can see that. Let me hit some. See, when I hit that 50, I was already out 75 of the 100 shares. And I can't remember. I have to go back and look at like Kevin said, you've got to make a, print that and put it on your refrigerator and look at it every day. I scaled out so beautifully. But I've taught it. Go ahead.
What was also crazy, this is something that I actually would not have predicted, but this happened because of, I guess you could even call it so no one knows why. So no one knows why. It's a technical short squeeze. Everyone knows why. It had never gone that high.
Yeah.
But when it dropped down to 50 and we're at market close, the more crazier thing happened is that it didn't drop as like zero. It went from 54 to nearly $500. That is even more crazy than the market time. That's even more crazy. So the fact that it went to all the way up is amazing, but the market closed to when it actually hit the high, that's radical. That's radical because
it's like it's the middle of the night, almost like.
I was grocery shopping.
What the hell even happened? What did this
you didn't see that?
do?
Yeah.
You didn't see that? I was talking about this in the Discord. I was like, this is more wild. So my brokerage restricted buying and shorting this stock, by the way, at this point. They were like, listen, you need $1 million in leverage to get 100 shares of this. We're not going to let you buy just 100 shares of this insane stock and make us bankrupt. But like, I was watching this thing. I was like, literally just 50 shares, even when it was at $50 and it hit nearly 500.
Here's the live reaction. This thing.
Watch the gap up. The gap up.
Look, this is an hour and a half time frame. Hour and a half time frame.
Absolute insanity, guys. Absolute insanity.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I can feel this girl. I can feel something there. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my God! What? Oh my!
Y'all make it look like gambling. I don't care who says what.
At that point, it is a little bit.
Y'all got some
mover. 100-point mover.
Yeah, because we weren't expecting. Nobody was expecting that gap up. Yeah, that's the reaction you're getting because of that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, and go back to Lion King. Oh man, that was to see that gap up and be a part of it. It was in.
Josh, it just opened 70. It's not showing.
Oh yeah, we
gotta see that one.
Oh yeah,
I gotta figure out how to get it.
Gotta get that one.
That's hilarious.
I will say, I'm not kidding you guys. That was like I've never. Even my mom watched that, and she was like, "I haven't seen you run that fast. I don't think ever."
The craziest part is you're like,
priceless. That was so priceless. Any real trader can relate to that moment. Oh my God, I love that, man. That was great.
Dude, that was great.
I gotta tell you, man, I felt FOMO for a little bit because we were in the same position where I was like, oh, it resumed from the hold. It went up to like 20 and then dropped down to 18. And I was like, oh, I missed my entry, so I'm not gonna get in. And I felt a lot of FOMO. But I'll tell you what, I feel better than having gone short. Because I've gone short on that play before. I went short on 18 and it has gone up to what was that? What was that trade? It went up to 120. That was a hurt. That was definitely a hurt.
Yeah.
And the numbers go against you as a short, right? And they work for you as a long. That's the problem when those exponential runs happen. So it's almost better to have that lottery long. And then, like we talked about, the volume wait for the volume. Like, what is the volume telling you? Read that volume profile and kind of. But ultimately, it's just oversizing. Everyone oversizes in Pennyland and blows up. That's the whole problem. If you can maintain that
We had
discipline and that
a
size, like,
couple tickers we were talking about today where I was even in one. I was talking about this on the Discord where let's see, what was that one I got into late where basically there was no volume, but it went to halts. Everything went to halts today. It didn't
dude,
matter
it's
if it was like
Yeah,
a
and look
four.
at
oh,
ELPW.
Hall City.
The things at $3, it went up to 15 today. I know, Josh, this was your winner today too. And look, they will gravitate towards their intrinsic value, but again, it's like Fade said, it's are you oversizing these tickers? If you have the capital and you can undersize them, that's why I think a lot, like we've talked about this, Fades, how if you just like get the $200,000 eval, but trade it like you're on a $25,000.
Yeah,
Go in
whatever
small.
tier, trade it like it's the lower one. That's like one of the main. That's like definitely one of the keys for sure.
Or you could go to a real broker and just trade your money like real money.
Right.
You could do
And then
Yeah.
that.
start GoFundMe's.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's
then
like
you
with
you had you owe
days
your
like
broker
this is
six thousand
key,
dollars.
right? Baron, like days like this is textbook where it's like having multiple shops open, right?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
said,
Yeah.
that one trade was untradeable. Well, you could hop on
yeah.
the prop firm and
Again, with a
short it
real
for free.
broker, they will restrict you. They'll say like, listen, I'm not going to let you trade a stock with a 10-point gap with the spread. I'm just you have to have $1 million in leverage, which
Right.
from a risk standpoint, I understand. Like
Right.
I
If
I
you own this
blue.
broker, you're never letting anybody trade this. Yeah, if
I
you own
remember
if you're running this show, yeah, not
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
it's like
when they did that to GME, and I was so angry that I couldn't buy more. And then now, looking back, I'm like, yeah, of course they didn't let me buy more. Why would they?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That makes
Why
right.
sense.
would they risk their company going bankrupt? Like it takes only 1,000 people to lose $50,000 for your company to be like, listen, we're done here,
And that's why
right?
these companies, what you see, like, no, like, it's crazy how many 52-week low reverse split plays we've seen over the last 6 months, because that's exactly all these low, low stock, low cap, small cap tickers are doing. And that's where we get
Hmm.
these parts from. So it's really cool to see how long does it last. Just guys let you know. Trend, I say, no longer lasts till a year. So probably we'll get this maybe till September. Of course, we got the QMs and yada 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 in September. This burst over the last week is 2020 esque, but it will last for a little bit longer. But yeah, enjoy it while you got it. Take advantage. Note it, like, and we'll say, which I know Kevin Avery talks about all the time. With Money Mitch talks about this. Put the pedal to the metal. This is the time right now where you're seeing these bursts. So when you see these crazy supernova plays, this is the time to take
Hmm.
advantage. This
It's
is the
Right.
like
time.
it's like every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
QMMM was what? When did I blow up? When did I feel like that was
September.
October,
September.
Oh
Yeah,
God, I remember
September.
Kevin. We were
I
trading
remember
that.
that. I remember that Friday night live stream
QMMM.
after
Took like
Uh,
5
QMM.
shares in
Oh,
that
I think you
stock.
got me like the week
dude,
after. I was like, listen, I
Yeah,
I
blew
took
up.
I remember taking 5 shares of that thing on the short side thinking, "Oh, I'm safe. I'm safe here." And
So
lost
Kev,
four
it's
I
Kev,
lost four
looking back on it, it's
$400.
funny.
Kevin.
$400 I
I
lost on
was
5 shares.
deep before you got in. I
Those
was 100
scams.
deep before you got in with like
Oh,
Logan.
oh, 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 oh. Yeah, yeah, so what are you laughing about over
Oh my
there?
God. I'm thinking about QMM. Oh
Kevin,
my
Yeah,
I was
God.
and then
100 deep at 18. It went to 150.
oh, God.
Woo!
Was that your blow up or was it a different
Boy.
one?
That was my blow. That was definitely my blow. That was my blow. I was looking at my savings. I was like, this is all my savings. This is like
God.
I have to tell I was like my wife was sleeping. I was like, I have to tell my wife, like, I just lost $6,000 in one trade. That was
Mm.
a huge day. I was like, I don't
Yeah,
think I can ever recover.
that shit
Did
hurts, man. It really
Yeah, I'm
does.
sorry to hear that. Was that mainly, like, stuck in a halt, or were
Oh
you
yeah, I couldn't get
you
out.
stuck
My broker couldn't auto liquidate me when it resumed, and it went higher.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Mhm.
look,
Essentially
you
a
could
TCTL, like that's what I could essentially that's what that was. I remember QMs. It was like it would immediately go live and burst into a halt up, and you couldn't get out. It wouldn't liquidate you. So that's like with the TCGL. how many
Yeah.
short got annihilated because they would try to get and it would just go and and they're like, I'm trying to get out and it's not letting me. And oh man,
Yeah, I'm hitting the panic button as
Yeah,
hard as I can. And it's like, why do I even have a panic button if it doesn't
Work.
yeah,
The red
like,
button
that's where
doesn't work.
Byron, like he was talking about a nail on the head, right? Like that hard stop. That's where like survival or death happens.
well,
Like in
this is where
situations like that.
I came up, and Josh, you've been in the game. I've been in the game for a year and 5 months. This is where I came up with a new set of rules where effectively, if anything is like in the teens or tens or fives, it's foreign based. It has little float, meaning the volume can push it up really high, like we've been seeing this week.
Yep.
I'm not shorting this thing into a halt, especially if it's at 52 or 5-year high. If this thing is going to a new high, I don't want to be in this. I don't want to be in
Well,
the halt.
especially when you're in the teens and come up to the 20s, and when you get to those teenage years, and Josh is
Kevin, real quickly,
teenage years.
what's my rule? The what?
Oh,
to what?
no, the 35 to 50. That's what I was thinking about because I'm looking at the TCGL, and then of course
What's that rule?
Same thing. It's just when you get to 35, Josh has this thing, and it works real consistently. 35, it's oftentimes going to 50, high majority of the time.
Yeah, just like TCG. Like when you're saying when you haven't had these stocks go in these areas for a while, when they go to 20, they go to 25. If they hit over 25, they hit 30. If they hit 35, they hit 35. It's a $5 over 20. But once they hit over 35, they'll hit 50. But they may not hit 50. They may say TCGL and go where you've seen. And so I love that. But that's what you were just saying. We're like, oh, they haven't been in this area for a while. And that's true. And that makes them blow.
For me, it's like if I just look at the 1 to 5 year, I see this as a foreign exchange for Singapore, right?
Yeah.
It's Singapore. It's Thailand. It's the Cayman Islands, or it's Japan, or Chinese. Chinese
a lot
is a big
of time,
one.
Chinese for sure. A lot of time, Chinese for sure.
And then you're like, okay, this thing went from 6 to 8 to 9. It's never been at 9. If you're shorting that thing at 9, just all right. Your account's gonna go so negative. I hope you're ready for it. Because it was 10,000 shares that took it to 9, and now it has the market's attention, and 100,000 shares are going to push it to like 80.
Literally. Yeah, you got to know your risk. It's like, you know what you're getting in bed with, right? Know what you're dating.
It's always something though. Like I remember, like last year over the summer, it was the crypto treasuries. Every single one of those went from like 2 to 100 to 400. Like
that messed
the
me up
latest
too.
thing.
I
got. I think
that
it was
short bias messed me up.
It was not SBET. I made a little bit of money on SBET. BMNR last year. I stepped in front of short.
I remember
I had like there was a few of those last year. Like it was all the crypto treasuries, or it's like surely the second one won't do it.
The funniest thing, you messed up as a short seller when you say the words, it's got to come back down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that early on
eventually, right?
Yeah. I was long biased early on. I'm like, oh, here's a breakout. Oh no, it's going now. All right, no. And you just like getting in.
I feel like, so here's what I gotta say about being long biased is that I was talking about Relentless Trader, some other folks who they look for the new candle to make a new high and to be the breakout. And I'm like, that doesn't work. You get rejected too hard in this market. The dips. You need a strong rejection on a high volume like stock, and then you take a little bit of profit.
Yeah, when you're trading that, and you're trading that on such a small time frame and so quickly, right? Like you don't have time to go and look at resistance levels. Like if you're trying to trade those breakouts, like we were talking earlier, like if they're trying to break or try to trade the breakout of the high of day, I'm like, dude, that's where everyone is set. Like,
People
already bought that and are trying to get back out.
Well, we went over that earlier. Yeah. Bull
Yeah.
flags are going to be bear flags. Bear flags oftentimes it can be bull flags, especially in the low float manipulated names. So yeah, absolutely right on that. Like, where's liquidity in the small cap space? Because that's where they're after. The big boys know that the small guys have tight stops, so they're always hunting the stops. They know that like everyone's looking for those specific patterns, like you said with the bull flags, bear flags. So they're easy to manipulate those names.
Yeah.
But Mr. Josh, I know you just stepped in here. This has been an awesome live stream. I want you to review your day today before we wrap it up. How did
Oh,
ELPW go, Mr. Josh, for you
by
today?
the way, Josh, I was the caller who called back in December saying, "How do I stop day trading when I've hit my profit?" And I gotta say, I'm still struggling with it. I
All right, so the
still
one thing,
keep.
all right. So, okay, we'll go to that real quickly. So
Oh
let's
yeah.
treat this. Okay, I'm just going. I'm going to treat this as a one-on-one. What have you had as a day job in your past? I've worked at Rent a Center as a fucking delivery driver. It sucked ass. I
Mhm.
can go cart boy, back in high school. So tell me some day jobs you've had.
Day jobs I had in the past or my current
Aaron
job.
is smarter than
Yeah,
us.
we're gonna get real right now. Let's do it. We're gonna do it one-on-one. I do
Well, wait,
one-on-one.
wait. Are you asking for my current
No, like if
job?
you know how many day jobs, like, okay, you've had a day job in your past. What was it?
Yeah.
Tell me what you've had and how much you made there, and what was it? Let's talk about it. I love it.
Mhm. I was a clerk at a grocery store.
There we go. Love it.
Hmm.
Not making
Hmm.
much, I bet. I worked minimum wage as I graduated college. My dad was a morning show host. That's why all these platinum albums you see behind me. My dad was a morning show. These are my albums. My dad was a morning show host. So I went to broadcast journalism, went to talk about sports. I then worked for Cumulus Media, ESPN, worked overnights in Dallas. I then had to work for Rent a Center, and then even for Dallas or Cumulus Media at first, I made minimum wage. This is 2015. It sucked to know that I graduated college and had to make minimum wage, and then had to work for Rent a Center, and then work for Fogo de Show as a waiter, and then I did Uber and Lyft when it first started, 2015, 16, and so it hit me hard to go. I had to work a lot, my ass off to work. Like my wife was then became a regional manager. Look it up, Hollywood Feed. It's a great holistic pet food store. That's why I have 14 dogs, 20 animals. But anyway, so I looked up to her. I'm like, man, she worked her ass off. I'm like, I need to work my ass off, and I'm working my ass off, but I'm getting nowhere. So I would realize what I made, which wasn't much, even though I was working my ass off. Even at Fogo, I made good money at Fogo as a waiter, right? But it's Fogo to show it's a good. It's anyway. So when I got into stock trading, when I would make $200 or $300 in a trade, I would go, holy mother, and no offense, I know the live stream, holy and shit, because I'm gonna say shit, but holy shit, I just made how much in a trade? And building in Michael Jordan, the best basketball player by far. It doesn't matter who you want to say. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. I started building in this mentality of this is what you need, Joshua Allen Smith. You need $100 plays. You need $200 plays. Wayne Gretzky says you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And I wouldn't take a lot of trades. And so I had to find this over trading and not trading because I was scared to trade. And then when I would trade, I'd over trade. And I realized, Josh, you just need 1 or 2 trades a day. Imagine if you just had a $200 trade here, a $200 trade there, $300 trade there, maximum, and had a great minimum risk reward ratio of 2 to 1, even better. And so your losses are 30, your losses are 60, your losses are 70, but your wins are 160, your wins are 1 or 2. It's a great 2 to 1 ratio. And so I started realizing, like, listen, you don't need to trade all day. I also then did, on top of the fact, tracking and journaling, and I realized I wasn't good all day long. I just wasn't. Most people aren't. Most traders are not. They have an edge somewhere, and I realized my edge was right around market open with an hour or two after that, and said, hey, listen, my dad was a morning show host. Joshua Allen Smith, you went to school to be a morning show host, to work from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. just like your father did, and then have the rest of the day off. Why don't you do that? Get up, analyze stocks from 6 to about 8, and that's my time locally, Central Time. Then you trade from 8 into the opening bell, and then you work till 10 a.m. and you're done for the day. And then eventually, which I wanted to do because I actually looked into consulting. My dad was, again, back to that, morning show host. He was a local place here in Arkansas. That the guy owned 2 radio stations. He worked for Texas Instrumentals back in the day, so he had a lot of money working for TI. And he owned 2. Look it up, 94.1 The Rock, and then it's 94.1. I should say 94.
Oh, I remember that one. 94 point. Yeah, The
Anyway,
Rock.
point blank, these
Yeah.
consultants would come in and make six figures in a week. And I'm like, Josh, how about you learn to trade stocks and then be a consultant, which I do now, and do one-on-one. So now I have this plan. I'm like, Josh, do a plan, work with it.
That's
And
cool.
so I just work Michael Jordan, yada, yada, in my mindset. I'm like, listen, you trade this amount of time. You work with other people this amount of time. Build your schedule like you did with school. What did you do from kindergarten through 12th grade into college? You went to school at this time. You did homework at this time. You had fun at this time. Build your schedule and the results will come to you. So for you, back to you, Baron, find where you're best at, right? And then learn to say, Baron, I'm just not that great at these times or these levels or these price ranges or whatever, and move on. So that's what I did. And you've got to be really like I looked at my trade. So back to you guys losing, like the most I would talk about it up earlier. The most I lost in a trade, which is still back then, I had a $3,000 account. I lost about $1,100 holding and hoping on a halt up play. Regardless, after that, I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, bro, this isn't it. Like, if you're going to be Michael Jordan, if you're going to be John Elway, if you're going to be all these Transformers, then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and all these icons you looked up to as a kid, they're disciplined. They always won in these episodes, or Michael Jordan or John Elway, for a reason. You find your reason in the stock market and stick to it every single day, and you will be successful. And back to you. So when you find these times of, you're going to have this emotion, and I tell traders this, like, get to this. You're going to trade your green. Oh, I got to take it. I feel bad. I just got to take its green. Take it, but don't take all of it. Take 70%, take 80%, take 90%, and leave a runner and learn how to scale out. And so for you, my friend, when you have that feeling of, I'm green, I want more, you've got your green. You don't need more. You need something else to fulfill that time in life. And I honor and challenge you to find something else to say, listen, I love stock trading so much, but I need to find something else when I'm green. Or like me and Kevin have a 2-loss ratio of I've lost 2 in a row. It's just not my day in a way. I need to blacklist today. I need to move on. I don't know what it is I found that edge in with me, but find that edge in with you and challenge yourself of saying, I need to move away when I need to move away. Like the old song, need to old wind to hold them. No wind to hold them. And so talking like that.
Yeah. I love that advice. I love that because for me, it was like, even today, I was up. So I was up 400. I went down to negative 400 after an $800 loss. And I said, all right, let me take a couple more trades. All right, I'm down 300. I'm down 200. I'm down 80. I'm up 50. Let me stop for that. I kept trading. And I was like, all right, I'm up 200, I'm up 300, I'm up 500. I was up 600. I said, I need to stop, but I cannot stop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have to stop.
Okay, I'll go back to this, back to the one-on-ones, because it's me and you right now, Baron. Who is your icon? Who did you grow up admiring the most?
The most? Most. That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah. I'll go my dad or Michael Jordan for me.
Yeah, Michael Jordan feels strong. That feels strong. Michael Jordan feels strong.
And even if go what, and I always like the old school wristbands, I should say, what would Jesus do? WWJD, right? What would MJ do? And you got to go, MJ got back. He's like, hey, we're down 20 in the game. I got us back to 5 and the game's over. I'm up $50. I'm up 5. Stop. Leave.
Yeah. That's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing. Because there was another ticker after hours where I was like, I didn't trade it, but I was like, I could take like 20, 50 shares here. What was the ticker? It went up like $50, I think, even.
And here's the thing what I did to myself. You have to challenge yourself. So if you have this, essentially what I tell people, like this kind of bad habit, right? Of I smoke 2 packs, I want to get down to 1 or 2 cigarettes a day, whatever, right? Or whatever it is. You have this bad habit. Challenge yourself. Go every day when I have this issue come up, I've got to think to my head, go, nope, I've smoked 17 cigarettes today. What am I doing?
Again, I went from positive 400 to negative 400 back up to 400, 600. I was like, at 600, that was where I was like, stop. Your daily goal is 300. Just like stop. And then I saw a stock. I was like,
That's why you close it up. That's why you get
That's too much.
when you have that
Too much
feeling.
of a swing, man. It's too much of a swing, bro.
Yeah, just
If your
But
goal's
mentally
that
300
will
and
it
you're
get out
was
of
moving
that.
that
so
much,
hard.
you're
It was so
oversized. You
hard
got to
because
be
I saw
honest.
the volume, I saw the momentum. I was like, yeah, just like 20, 50, 100 shares, and boom, 700, 800.
If your profit goal is 300, Baron, you should never be setting yourself up to even lose 400. And that
Yeah,
should already
like
be a
that's
back
something like
loss. That's
Fates
kind
and
of the
I,
reality when you do the
you
math, you
give
know?
back a percentage of what you've already made on the day. Just
And that's the thing, Baron.
Mhm.
Baron, do you track and journal your trades? Do you track and journal every day?
If I tracked and journaled, we actually talked about this back in December. If I tracked and journaled, I'd be like, that
Yep.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many? Oh, and that's the thing. Then I go to with. I bring up all my questions to ask my first one-on-one, which we're going through a lot of them. How many trades do you take in a day?
Oh, it would say like 200 or something.
Woo!
It would say something crazy.
Yeah. So, and that's where I get down with all goofy, like, hey, 5 packs, 6 packs, 7 packs a day, whatever. You've got to, and I promise you, and I wish T Web, where's T Web right now? Is T Web still listening? T Web, I know it was the last one to comment before me. That was unfortunately, oh, was T Web still around? I just did one-on-ones with him and we just started. And he was like, man, I'm so glad you had me started doing this. And I'm like, I told you, like,
Mhm.
you have to hold yourself accountable. Go back to Michael Jordan. We have that already in kind of in common.
Mhm.
What would MJ do? Like he was like, oh, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing. I'm gonna go to listen. What does MJ do? He would back down
He
people.
stays at the court until
Right, yeah,
everyone left, and
he
he'd be
was
the first one
so
there.
planned and just systematic. So you have to be that way. Like I have to do the same thing every day. And if I'm doing this every day, I've got to tone this down to where I know I can notice it and figure it out. And that's what I just noticed with most traders. Literally, I'm not kidding you. It's 500 plus. I've done keeping count of how many singularity one-on-ones I've done with people across the globe. But that is one of their keys. I'm like, if you would just go back and track and journal and chart plays every day. So trade 3 to 5, literally just 3 to 5 times a day. Figure out what your edge is, because back to the very first seminar I ever did, 2022, back in Miami, and I'll never forget this last round. Like you look at Day Trade Professor Umar Ashraf. These guys have hundreds and thousands, millions of followers. I can't believe I was part of the group, but I was a presenter there, and we did Q&A at the very end. One of the questions was, so if you could go back in time, what was the one thing you thought you didn't think you were struggle with that you did struggle with? And I literally was just telling a lot of my one-on-ones what this is. I'm like, oh my God, I already know the answer. What trader are you going to be? A third baseman? You're going to be a center fielder? You're going to be a left fielder? You're going to be a catcher? You're going to be a pitcher? You're going to be a first baseman? You're going to be a point guard? You're going to be a shooting guard? You're going to be a center? You're going to be a quarterback? You're going to be a fucking left guard? You're going to be a cornerback? You're going to be a safety? Who are you on the team? You've got to figure that out, because you can't do everything. You can do one thing really good and maybe have a couple of things that you do good. You got to think about that. You're not going to be Steph Curry, LeBron James either. So just make the team and figure out, are you going to be a shooting guard? Are you going to be a forward? Or are you going to be a center? And that's where you can find your niche. And you can rinse and repeat that every day. Like me, what Kevin can tell you, I'm a great bounce trader. I love bounce trades. It's my forte. Or these crazy halt plays. But it's
And you
figuring
take minimal. It's minimal. I mean, you're taking
Yeah,
Josh is
figuring out.
so good at. I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean, so Baron 200 trades, and Josh is taking maybe 2. You know, but
Mhm.
Josh is laser focused on like it's the trade's coming to me or I'm not taking it. I mean, that's his approach, and he does it very systematically, like the MJ that you guys are
Mhm.
discussing, and does it very well. So as we're wrapping up, guys, I want each of us to just give one piece of advice to the traders out there around the globe. Just one last thing, instill some wisdom into them. I'll start just real quick by saying I think the theme of tonight has been like just make sure you're sizing properly. We each discussed that, like over leveraging sizing is what kills accounts, and traders get over ambitious in trades, and that's
Yeah.
what kills them. That's what kills their evals, kills their actual funded just their accounts, funded accounts, or their actual live accounts at whatever brokers they're trading at. Just make sure you're trading within your limits, risk appropriately. You may have the right idea, but your time frame might not just be correct. Then we'll go over to you, Byron.
I just say like, just because something doesn't work, like if something like what you're trading right now doesn't work, just don't necessarily give up. Like I've tried so many different things, and now I've finally found somewhere like I've had some success. I'm obviously like I'm not, or like I'm going to, I take quite a few trades, and I've had 2 days in the last 2 weeks. I've had 40 trades and 50 trades, and both days I've made 10K. So, not necessarily like it's not, you can't trade a lot. Just find what you're good at. If that's scalping and taking a bunch of trades, then that's what you do.
Good work. Yep. Over to you, Baron.
For me, it is going to continue to be a journey of discipline. It's going to be a journey of figuring out the market. It's going to be a journey of understanding where my breaking point is and understanding how to like regulate my own emotions. I feel like I've been in those positions where a stock that you were shorting at $10 went to $115. Regulating your own emotions, settling yourself is still even a challenge for me because I'm like, wow, this is insane. How am I ever going to recover? So we're talking about this idea of like, all right, what's the next step? What do we do? And in a lot of the trades we take, we can't let impulsivity, we can't let our urges or our drives take control. And I struggle with that as much as the next guy, even more so. You know, I got severe combined type ADHD, and I'm just trying to make enough money for my family, and this is a hard game to play. And so I don't have much advice. I'm still working and trying to become a better trader and better person. But I will say that the challenge never ends, but also the growth never ends.
I love that.
I
Very
like
well
that.
said. The wise Baron. Mr. FaZe, what you got for us?
I would say utilize the power and just patience and not, forcing things, always having to be active, like sitting back, waiting. And then, just the boring stuff like systemizing your risk, right? Like actually drawing those lines and sticking to them. How much am I going to risk in a day? What's my profit target? And then protecting your gains, guys. Like that's so key. Like you can only get back so much of the day. So I would recommend setting a rough profit target and then drawing that line in the sand. Like once you get to that point, you have to stop and just reset. But my biggest takeaway is having multiple accounts working, like because it takes away the pressure, right? Like that's been the biggest game changer for me. Psychological, like having multiple different accounts to lean on, where I can draw that line, right? It's not so hard to say, but I want to keep going. It's like, no, this account's done. Reset. Okay, fresh account.
Yeah.
That's been the game changer for me the past couple of weeks. 100%.
You've been living up to that New Year's resolution. Very proud of you. Go and do the same thing. Just get many accounts open and good to go. Josh, we just opened $75. What you got for us?
No, that was seriously like I'm going out. We're really like, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna tell you, I'm like, I'm going out. I'm going this way, and I'm like,
Josh, $75.
I'm like,
Deja vu.
I mean, I'm like literally looking where I trade the full is at. I'm like, and I realize it's so hard. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Oh man,
Good
classic,
stuff.
bro. That's a classic.
Oh, it was. It was epic on Thursday, and this is what we get recently. So, just for small cap traders out there, I would imagine there's no way we don't get something similar next week. We're in this hot phase, even yes, with earnings. Small caps always run their own clock. Yes, it seems like sometimes there's similarities where, oh my gosh, JP and FOMC and earnings, and small caps are slow. Yeah, there may be that coincidence, but it's a coincidence. Small caps run on their own clock. You're seeing it right now. Earnings reports are going out. Small caps are even going even crazier. We saw that today with ELPW. Secondly, real quickly, who you guys got on NBA GM over here? Who we got, guys? Who we got? So let's go.
It's Michael Jordan and the Bulls. NBA GM.
Let's go. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I would do that, but then we'd be playing on. Oh man, I would play. But and then secondly, real quickly, Guys, chart, track, journal, like I just talked about, every single day. Try to go back over your trades. Go back over what you're doing day in, day out. Chart. Go. Okay, I have so many traders and they love this. I'm like, you may have traded ABC. There are 3 tickers. Oh, I missed this one. Oh, I missed that one. Oh, that ran today. Go back and chart it. I know recently we have a lot of halting plays, so there's not a lot of good charts to build up. But every day, if you go back and chart, you go back and put lines in. Where's support? Where's resistance? Where was support and resistance for the day? Go back to past chart history and go, oh, I want to put lines in here and here and here because of 1 year, 1 day, or the 4 hour time frame, whatever you use. And I call those forever lines. So essentially, at the end of the day, it's a painted picture. Bob Ross has painted you a picture in after hours, right? This stock move, this stock move, this stock move. Go back and chart it for the day. 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, whatever time frame you like the best, and put support, resistance, trend lines, downtrend lines in. The main thing is support and resistance lines. Then go back to the 1 year, 1 day, or the 4 hour time frame, and then put lines in as well. Like, I see resistance there, I see resistance there, support, and then zoom back in for the day and go, oh, whoa! I had a line at 350 for the day's support, and literally have a line at 347 for past chart history. That's called a forever line. Leave it in. It's a pivot point. So for you and small cap traders, or you guys for large cap traders, do this every single day. I said I want to be one of the best charters ever. I've got a guy up right now, literally. He had a 950K Roth IRA that he built up to over $5 million on my morning alert levels. If you learn how to trade levels, team, you can bank. It's about charting. It's about journaling. It's about tracking. If you do this every single day, I promise you, you can then go play some NBA Jam with your boys like us every single night. But anyway, I just want to bring that up. But it's some NBA Jam. Well, yeah, we got to go. I got big head mode on over there. Look at the big head mode real quickly. Look at the big head mode. We got the big head mode.
Josh, I gotta ask real quick as a psychologist, do you have ADHD?
Oh, whoopsies. I might. I've never been tested for it, but I might. I don't know.
Look, I'm just watching you right now. I'm like, this boy definitely needs a little bit of assessment.
I smoke weed. I mean, I've been smoking, which I love. I'm a very marijuana proponent. Like we have our legal card here in Arkansas. We have that in Arkansas. So I've always said this. Look at Robert Felton. Robert Felton was a third team All-American for the Arkansas Razorbacks back in 2000 and what 2007 or 8, somewhere around there. But he was All-American for the Arkansas Razorbacks for offensive linemen. And back then, a lot of those guys, what they do, they get an injury, they get prescribed or whatever. Even to this day, they're prescribed whatever pills. And Robert Felton was at a party one night. We're partying, he's drinking, we're smoking, and he's writing a paper. He went to school for criminal justice. And from that moment on, and I did smoke back then, but I'm like, man, I realized this. He was like, man, this is fucked up. All they do is prescribe. Oh, again, sorry with the F up, but they prescribe us pills, right? And I realized that. Why would you prescribe someone a pill that was made some lab somewhere out in the middle of nowhere? You don't know where these pills are made from that you're taking, Xanax, yada, 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 versus why don't I have marijuana that's actually a plant that's grown in like, it just made the most sense to me. And so that's what calms me down. And so whatever helps you to calm you down, please don't be, hopefully it's something like that's actually natural, in my opinion. CBD, THC. I've been a big proponent for this for the longest of time, and I think it's huge for a lot of people to be able to calm down and relax. I've never been tested. No. I guarantee you, I've got something.
I'm just saying, as a psychologist, you might want to get tested a little bit, just a little bit.
Oh no! I love it, man. I love it. I love where I'm at right now, and that's the thing too. What I tell most traders or most humans: find where you're happy at. This is my happy point. Yeah. So this is.
If you're excited.
Oh God, Kevin, how often am I excited? All the time, and that's why traders love my energy. Like I love that too. Like I'm just me. This is me. You're like, this guy is like, yeah, but no, it's just me all the time. I want people to be happy. I grew up loving Dr. Martin King Jr. I love Optimus Prime. I love John Elway, Michael Jordan. I have all these. MacGyver. I'm watching little MacGyver's on my TV and living. Like, you're watching MacGyver, that dude from the 80s. Yeah, I love positivity. And I tell traders this all the time because I had this in my early career early on. You would enter a trade and go, oh no, it's going to get. You would bring up what? Negativity right away. And I realized that in my trades. I'm like, Josh, as soon as you enter trades or enter trades you like, you have this negative energy. Why do you want that your trading journey? If you have some sort of positive energy, it just helps you and you don't stress as much. So I reap that and rage upon that with traders. Stop with the whole negativity. I can't do this, or the market's out to get me, or I put the stops are out to get me. No, have a positive energy in your trading, and I'll promise you it will result to positivity in your trading too.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for my ADHD. I have tons of energy, and
It's all right. It's all right, son.
We're here
Oh,
for
that's
it, brother.
awesome. Yeah, Barron's the psychologist. He's professional. He
Love it.
misses trades because he's supporting other people rather than finding support himself in the market.
What a
Well, no
he's
trades are missed here at the Green Team headquarters.
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So Baron, how many animals you got over there?
How many animals?
Yeah, we gotta get some support animals for Baron.
I have a cat and a daughter. That's the
Oh, a
most I can
daughter!
bear.
Oh, I want a daughter so bad. I know, of course, Kevin's got some kiddos. Hold on, Phage, you got kids?
No, just cats.
Just cats.
We're all cat people.
I know, right? We have 2 cats too, so yeah, I feel it. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
awesome.
This is awesome.
Got the animal love going on. See, that's us with the animals. But yeah, no, I know I've got a ton of energy. So
Yeah, man,
I love
it's always
doing all
fun to
those
chop
things.
it up with you guys, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to get out of here myself as well.
Okay.
I gotta.
Yeah. This has been a great stream. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for tuning in tonight. And of course, everybody, if you missed the stream, make sure to just go rewind, press the rewind button, go
Yeah.
back and watch. A lot of great information shared tonight between the fellas. I mean, the boys, love you guys. I mean, this was amazing. I'm living the dream here. I mean, honestly, when I'm of old age, I'm gonna look back and reminisce on these moments, especially this last week with the trading.
Those dying thoughts. You're like,
I know.
GSL.
Yeah,
I know.
that's great, man. That's wild.
These
Good
are the
times.
best. Honestly, like seriously, guys, these are the best times. I appreciate you guys to the
We
end.
have to do this every Friday. We have to start doing this every Friday, whether I host it, you hosted, Kevin. So these are great. I know a lot of traders like they have that like wallflower, just want to listen to us and get the feedback. And they just feel like, oh, I've been through that. Oh, I did that too, or I felt that too. Like whether Baron said something, I said something, Fate said what, all of us said something. So I love doing these.
Listen, I made 700 today, 1.3K yesterday. I'm a novice trader who makes the same mistakes all the time. And
that's what I love about this. We're all an open book. I mean, it's
right.
there's nothing to hide. It's like I make money. There's some days we all have struggles. Everybody has struggles. Nobody is prone to just not having any struggles at all in the market. Everybody's got their issues they work through, so there's nothing to hide here. I don't want to pretend, and that's what I love about this chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a licensed psychologist. And I want to say that the way this you can even call it an occupation. Like if I was making consistently 500 to 1.5K a day, I would say this is an occupation where that it will age you, will test you. Your nervous system will get ground into this reactive system, so you'll be negative $500. But you have to have knowledge, you have to have a regulatory ability to be able to say, like, I know what I'm doing, and this is going to come back in my favor. And that's a skill set no one develops in elementary, middle school, or high school. No one prepares you for this kind of trading. No one prepares you for this kind of work or
nothing. Because
the question is, it's like, what point can we handle that, right? If $500 down, if we can sit there and stomach that without emotions and still think rationally, and our bankroll and our accounts can handle that, then that's fine. It's like we have to figure out and draw those lines. I think that's the ultimatum, right? It's like what point do you draw that line and say enough's enough? Like, unfortunately, that guy couldn't do that at 50K. I couldn't do that at 20K. It happens quick,
Yeah.
Happens quick.
The only way to survive it. Sorry, the only way to survive it is a passion and love for it. That's all I've seen. It's the only thing that's going to sustain your career in trading. If you're chasing the dollar, you're going to lose all your dollars. If you do it because you love it and this is your passion, you will find success. We're here on a Friday night, guys. I mean, we could be sitting down with our families watching whatever. Right? We could be hanging out with our wives, spouses, kids, whatever. But this is our passion. We don't like the money's not the focus. It's not the focus, but it becomes the byproduct. I promise you, because I've seen this in the last 10 years, the longevity in this career. If you focus on the process, as cliche as that sounds, the money will be a byproduct of that. Don't think of, oh, I'm down 500 today, the example you provided, but think of the month. Think of the month, guys. Josh, and I know you saw this too with silver. Look at silver. It's if you're thinking intraday, oh, we're down 40%, but if you think on the month, we're up 9%.
Right.
You have got to zoom out and think of the
big picture.
Big
picture.
All right. That's
anything you guys got? Back to our stock trading album, and I want all of you guys involved. It's the big picture. We're gonna sing a song. I want a stock trading album, and we're all gonna be involved one day. Big picture sounds.
No, that's Byron. Byron does all the music. Is flawless music.
Oh, he's so good. He's better than what any of us could ever do. But you guys got a last word? Give it to us. Last word to you guys. Whoever wants to give it, then we're gonna wrap it up.
I don't know, man. I think that's about it for me. I gotta get up there. My girl's probably gonna start pitching a fit soon, so I'm gonna have to let you guys go.
Yeah. So my last word would be patient with yourself, and hopefully those around you are patient with you until you're ready to make it.
Oh, that's a whole conversation there, Mr.
Man,
Josh.
come on. We're not ready to go that deep right now.
I know. There's
My bad. You asked
next weekend. Next weekend we'll be here, Josh. We'll be here next weekend.
Yeah, hey, Josh, let's swing it over to you if you want to next on your stream. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, regardless, that'll be my last thing. Let's keep this going on Friday night. 100%. And then even what Baron was saying, be a stock sniper. That was a big term when I first started 2015, 16, 17. Wait for the trades to come to you. Be patient. If you're going to be a sniper and you want to kill the stock market, wait for trades to come to you. And yeah, let's get this going every Friday night. Traders love this. Hearing from other traders like us. So let's keep it rolling.
And let's keep and a lot. Go back and rewatch it. That may not be able to be up till 12 o'clock. So it's a good stream. Yeah, like CR Trader, for example. Let the trades come to you, Josh. Like you said, I've been practicing some of that too, just setting the limits and letting the trades swing my way.
Well, and again, like I said the other day, you know who taught him, right? You know who his
master CR Trader,
Mr. Sasa Sensei. I was the one that I'll never forget him coming to me back in April of last year, 2020. Well, I can't say last year. It was actually 2 years ago. No, but March to April 2024, because he booked some one-on-ones, took some time off, said, "Hey, are these still good?" I was like, "Yeah, they're still good." And he's one of those traders that one-on-ones with where you want to see them "Hey, I don't know what I'm doing." Blah, blah. And yeah, within a year and a half, he's made $1 million.
I kicked you out, Fades.
All right, bye, Fades.
Fading out.
Viv, I love you, Viv. And I didn't hear any pots tonight. You're good. Y'all have a good night. All right. Take
y'all
care.
Have a good one.
Hey, Josh, Baron, appreciate you guys, Fades. Take care.